Let's go.
오늘 져서 되게 아쉽고 그래도 아직 탈락은 아니니까
Sedih karena saya belum bisa memberikan yang terbaik, tapi saya akan berusaha untuk memberikan yang terbaik untuk minggu depan.
다음 주에는 좀 더 잘하고 싶어요.
めちゃくちゃ勝って嬉しいです
와, 이건 무적이 맞죠.
Mungkin pemain dari DragonX yang akan susah kita lawan adalah lain karena dia adalah pemain terbaik.
일단 전에 같은 조에서 저희가 2번 다 이겼잖아요. 그래서 이번에도 똑같이 이기는 걸로.
딱히 신경 쓰지 않습니다.
OP ゲーミングになってほしいです
저희만 잘하면 이길 것 같아요.
Xボマスター選手に敗れてしまってまだそのリベンジができていないのでぜひとももう一度戦いたいです
저번에도 파부에게 한 번 지고 이겼듯이 이번에도 제가 이길 자신 있습니다.
Tentunya target saya dan tim saya juga, kita akan berusaha untuk mencapai
이번에 꼭 이겨서 월드 파이널 진출하겠습니다.
파부 잡고 결승전은 저희가 가겠습니다.
2v2 も 1v1 も全部勝って絶対優勝するぞ
Welcome to the final day of the playoff for Clash Royale League Asia. My name is G Clef. With me is Ending Life. We're gonna break it down by the end of today. We're gonna have the second finalist. We're going to go to the finals next week. How exciting is this ending?
It's super exciting. I watched yesterday's games. Super exciting. I couldn't sleep even after, working so hard. I know you did too. Yeah, I know you did. We were talking, right? But then today is the second finalist. It's deciders. And there's so many good teams, different style of play. That is what is making me so excited to get into the games.
Yeah, down to 4 teams on the other side of the playoff now. Chaos Theory, OPGG, DragonX, Fav. So Fav is waiting on top. So it's like a step ladder system. Fight. Yes, and one team will come out at the end of today. And also Fav Gaming, because they took the winner's advantage, even if they dropped the entire match, there's also one more KOH for them, so extra life, 0.5 life for KOH for them. But right now, it seems like Fav is just not going to lose.
Yeah, well, you guys know, if you guys have been following the regular league, at least they're 2v2. They're 9-1. They're 9-1. That's
Perfect.
Almost perfect.
Almost perfect.
They played 10 games. They lost once.
10 sets.
10
matches.
sets. Yes. Yeah, 10 matches. They lost one.
Oh,
that speaks for itself.
Yeah,
right.
Reason why they're number one, basically, and they've had a lot more upgrade to their decks. Basically, having all the sniped cards and all the sniped spells. We've seen the importance of all the spells. Oftentimes you have the zap or the log with the wall breaker cycle, and then when you're trying to go against the balloon, which was very likely, just having the snowball literally saved a lot of matches, like Pedro from yesterday, having the snowball, not using the spell until the end, until the balloon came out from the other side.
Yeah.
And with that snowball, was able to win the match. So those kind of your deck-making choices will all matter. So left side is done. Yesterday, OG and Entus took that victory. They're moving into the final. So one Korean team in that final spot now. Take a look on the right.
Wow.
That's what we're having today.
Yep, that is what we're having. We're gonna get wait, I was gonna say we're gonna get Fav Gaming, but then we're gonna get Chaos Theory. The bottom right is where we're gonna start. Chaos Theory versus DragonX, and then the winner will go up against OPGG Sports to decide the winner to go up against Fav Gaming. So it's gonna be exciting games. There's still 2 Korean teams, 1 Japanese team, and 1 SEA team. So there's 4 different regions in here.
Yes, all 3
Oh, three. Oh, yeah.
Four
Oh, three.
different
Yeah,
teams.
sorry,
But
yeah.
it's actually crazy that all 4 Korean teams made it into the
Oh,
playoff.
yeah.
That
is.
because previous season and the seasons before, and before OG and Entus actually made it into the finals, we did not have a single Korean team playing in the finals of Clash Royale Asia at least on this stage. So it will be the first time. Might actually be a Korean finals. I'm hoping for another region though, but there are 2 Korean teams. Chaos Theory has to win 1, 2, 3 in a row, and then KOH against Valve Gaming if they want to advance. DragonX, similar story. OPGG, they have to beat the winner from the first match, and then back-to-back on FOB. FOB, all they have to do is win 2-0 or 2-1.
Yep. That's it.
That's
So-
it, and then they go to the finals.
Yeah, so that's what I'm worried. Even if Chaos Theory or DragonX, right? Those 2 teams, if they want to advance to the finals, they have to win 4 games, 4 matches throughout the whole day.
Why are you so
like,
worried? If they can prove themselves to be the finalist.
Well, okay.
It's also an advantage given from how well they did during the regular season.
That is correct.
And also the first week of playoff. So I think this entire system actually makes a lot of sense when it comes down to the playoff. And now we're going to have all the teams. If you lose today, you are out.
Yep, today there's no more second chances. You've gotten many second chances. Do you see Chaos Theory and DragonX just chilling? They don't want to waste too much energy. DragonX, they're dabbing.
Yeah, you gotta focus all the finger energy on the device. So last week, the winners got to play twice. The losers from the right side only got to play once because this is the losers bracket, so to say, of the side. So they only got to play once. Yeah, loss for both sides. And we've had some crazy matches. Of course, the meta is about the wall breakers and lots of RG. But let's see what holes you can find between the teams.
Okay, so this is the entry for today. Trainer Dexters and JTV versus TrueFast and Alpha, and they're both banning the Tornado.
Nothing special.
Yep.
What you would expect from Chaos Theory, Spencer, Ardell 1v1, Careless as the 4th player. And DragonX, similar story, TrueFast Alpha, 2v2, Line, 1v1. Nuri, yes, exactly how you would imagine. Nothing crazy out of ordinary in terms of the roster. Let's see. Benzer, the final match in the regular season. Yes, a sweep, a crazy victory. But last week, not the best showing from Chaos at all.
Yeah, definitely not. That's why, I was talking to you about how, recently Benzer, yeah, he had his up and then he went down right away. So let's see if he's going to go back up today, because against Line in the 1v1 in the regular season, Benzer is 0-2.
Yes. So yeah, let's see what it comes down to. The matchup matters a lot, depending on which team. You just have to do the study. What kind of style the opponent's going to have, who's going to come out on the roster, for the active roster for the day. Let's start with that 2v2. Trainers, Dexters, JTB, you can see all those numbers have been running a lot of heavier. They're moving away from the lava, as we can see, since week 8.
Yeah.
A lot more minor, a few even wall breakers in that middle. And what else? What else do you remember from them?
Well, we did see from time to time Giant Skeleton when it was in the meta. This duo wasn't like the duo to constantly use the Giant Skeleton, but when it was, they did try it out. But as we know it, Chaos Theory in general as a team didn't do so well during the regular season. So, I think they still need to find that 2v2 deck, that synergy that they are, well prepared with.
Yeah. Somewhat of a different in style, I would say, for 2v2. DragonX has had few more baits, having more executioner in a way, where Chaos Theory, they would focus a lot more in the air and trying a few more wall breakers. Did not really succeed 1-2 so far in that 2v2. Let's see what it comes down to. They're having a lot of defensive cards, at least like one executioner, one poison. Even seeing a lot more earthquake, not just in 2v2 and 1v1 because of that bomb tower, of course because of wall breakers, so on. But I think we are just about ready. Let's go into 2v2 between Chaos Theory and DragonX. We've been waiting, and I know all of you guys have been waiting for the entire week for these two teams to clash. Here we go. It's the first game of 2v2. DragonX on top, Chaos Theory on the bottom in blue. And awfully a lot of Dark Goblins.
All right, we may, you know, in the past, recently, DragonX, they've been running a lot of Musketeer Witch Giant deck in the 2v2, so we may be able to see that from them once again because it has actually been doing pretty good for themselves.
Okay, a little bit of a late drop on the Lumberjack there, and Musketeer did connect a few onto the bottom left.
Okay.
And a surprise balloon.
Just gonna go with the balloon.
Yeah, but Chaos Theory, they used Cage so many times, so again, ready with the Cage. But with the Rage, that's gonna connect.
That's definitely gonna. The EWIS is not gonna be good enough.
Yeah, just had enough elixirs to drop that EWIS. Just a little late. Does connect one shot with the death damage.
All right, so that surprise balloon with the Lumberjack now is going to, that first bomb, the first drop plus the death damage connecting is going to just give so much of an advantage to DragonX to let them play the way they want. They can create the pace, however, let's see how they defend against this Lumberjack balloon.
Similar story, and the Mega Minion hits.
Okay, nice fireball.
Yeah, had to be used because Mega Minion was onto the ground, not locking onto the balloon immediately, and also the Rage.
Yep, you can see Alpha, he was nodding his head. He is definitely satisfied with that defense.
Yeah, Fireball, not bad, as long as the balloon doesn't connect. Still a big lead for DragonX. 1,000 to go on the bottom left. They have their own cage set up, so what other cards are they hiding? Chaos Theory, they're gonna go big.
They're going big. They're going huge. They built up nice freeze coming in, but defensive freeze coming in, catching everything.
Okay, the Witch is gone though. That's a big
Okay,
problem.
okay.
Few bats.
The snowball slowing it down, pushing it back. Is not going to allow for it to drop. I think that was an amazing defense on DragonX.
Yes, they had the defensive freeze. Now Chaos Theory, they're pushing forward.
Counters.
They're pushing forward, and a good zap to delete all the bats. So they're giving up 1-1.
Obviously, you can see that DragonX is a little bit ahead in speed.
Yeah, but more drops coming out from Chaos. Yeah, going to do some more damage with the death from the balloon. But in terms of the second Princess Tower, not too much HP far away, about 400. That's a great fireball.
Yeah, that's a great fireball. However, you have to remember, now that we know both of them have freeze, depending on how we use a freeze, it can turn around anytime.
Okay, fireball did hit, so defensive freeze has to come down against the balloon. Dark Goblin on the mission. Mine are all the way in the back though.
All right, well, I think DragonX can cycle through it once they still are holding the freeze, so they can defend this and the counterattack. I think there's still a big possibility for DragonX to counterattack with the freeze.
Certainly, they're making this look easy, but a lot in the middle. And Mega Knight has to be dropped, and the cage broken already. Rage with the balloon.
The freeze is gonna come down.
We're in the overtime.
Okay, defensive freeze once again. They cycle through really quickly.
But Fireball plus the freeze, and it takes out the Witch. That's a lot of elixirs from Chaos for that defense. And they're going double balloon against all those bats, leading with a zap.
Double balloon with the miner there as well.
Should have a snowball coming in time.
There's that defensive freeze. I was hoping that DragonX used that freeze when they were attacking, but unfortunately they didn't use it then.
Now there were a lot of spells.
Yeah.
Even if you have all the freeze, you can't stop the spells from coming down. I think they read it really well with the cycle, with the upcoming cycle from Chaos Theory. So death damages are going to connect. DragonX, they're looking for 2 crown. Chaos Theory, they're going for 3 crown. They're going for the King Tower.
Yeah. We may just get a surprise. DragonX might just put it down for the King Tower as well.
Fireball, log, and the jump damage
connects
from the Mega.
swing.
It rocks on. Okay, 333.
You can't get the death damage, and the miner's there. The miner's there.
Is that death?
Oh my goodness, but it's log.
Yeah, log, not enough for a zap.
Nope.
But also a miner, so Chaos Theory, they know it. And they're gonna finish off with another zap along with that freeze damage. 3 crown dream is real.
Wow.
For that 2v2, Trainer Dexters and JTV.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I thought DragonX had it. They had the advantage from the get-go getting that first drop. And even though they were doing trades, they were doing counterattacks, DragonX was always a split moment faster than Chaos Theory. It's just the way of the freeze usage. Chaos Theory were able to cycle through to 2 defensive freezes while DragonX just used it once.
So what I think was the big difference between the two was the Mega Knight.
Oh yeah, that is true. That's a good call right there.
Yeah, the reason why it's able to jump onto it, and the reason why Balloon can get all the way towards that King Tower, even if they had two, is because that Mega Knight was taking so many shots. When on the opposite side, DragonX only having the Valkyrie, not as beefy, of course, costs less elixirs. But in terms of value and the spell, how much damage you can actually put in, yeah, good way. You can also defend your right side against DragonX and then keep pushing with those units. So smart choice by Chaos Theory, I think, in game 1.
Yeah, sticking it in that Mega Knight with the Balloon deck, and oh my goodness, that was just so close, and I think this is how it's going to be throughout the whole day.
Yes, one strategy difference between the two teams. Going for the second crown or the third crown.
Game 2.
Yeah, big choices made by Chaos Theory, leading 1-0. Time for game 2. Let's see if DragonX can come back here.
All right, so we've also seen a lot of graveyards being used by DragonX as well, so I'm surprised that both of them actually decided to go, okay, there we go. That was a little bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah, log value.
Yeah.
Got all the shields out. Only card banned right now is Tornado. And easy drag with the skeletons. Well done by Chaos Theory. Now they can have somewhat of a setup. No, not going to really spend that much elixirs.
We do have the lava, like you said, from Chaos Theory, that a 2v2 deck that they've always gone back to when they felt like it. There we go with the graveyard on the side of DragonX.
Yeah, when you see the giant skeleton, you know what's coming. Valkyrie, great. So far, no freeze, only a poison coming down from DragonX. That's going to hit a little, but the giant
skeleton is in range for sure.
Gone. Boom.
Once again, DragonX starting with a huge lead.
Yeah, the cage broke a little too early from the poison. It's a great response from DragonX.
All right,
What a big lead in the first minute.
This is a lot bigger than the first game, and Chaos Theory were able to come back from a small lead that DragonX had, but this is way too big. We'll see if Chaos Theory's lava deck in the 2v2 will be able to do this.
Okay, Fisherman. Just going to hook a lot of skeletons. And also Dark Prince. There's that freeze. Now even the Dark Prince does get the Valkyrie hit, but so many skeletons! And not enough spells from Chaos Theory. All they did was send the Lava Hound onto the right side.
Oh my goodness. That was just, all right, well, this is, we can't say this is a lead. This is basically a win for DragonX, tying things up.
It's not impossible, but we know the skill coming out from DragonX. It's not going to be easy. And Mega Knight to take all the shots from the King Tower. Skeleton spawning in the air. Not in the air, in the ground.
Are they getting dropped?
I was trying to look at Lava Hound. Yeah, they were getting some scratch damage, okay.
Yeah.
There's no following unit behind the lava, so DragonX is fine. And Chaos Theory, they got 2 towers to go through.
Oh my goodness. And even the one tower that they're going through is still 1,300 HP.
Yeah, the only way of Chaos Theory winning instantly is to throw the Goblin Barrel Mirror clone onto the King Tower.
Oh my
Unless that happens right now, no way, Jose.
Yeah, nope. Well, this game, I think, DragonX just got the lead, and Chaos Theory allowing that death damage from the Giant Skeleton to connect was just a huge miscalculation in placement.
Yeah, look at the spells on the bottom. Against all those skeletons, Log, Snowball, Poison. Okay. And Poison not coming into the early hand.
Yeah.
Certainly not in the starting hand against the graveyard. Don't know exactly how much elixirs he had at the moment of the graveyard, but certainly if he had enough for a poison, that was the chance to use it on the first crown. Just having that late and using all the other spells early on, that costed them really big.
Yeah, and
I mean, 2 crowns in 2 minutes.
Exactly, that was just too big. And Graveyard and Giant Skeleton, when we see these games, we usually think, all right, they're going to defend the Giant Skeleton well. And this is the moment that you were talking about, how they put down the offensive freeze. They had it in their hand. But Chaos Theory obviously didn't have the poison in their hand because they started to get, well, they were lacking elixirs in the beginning. So they were saving up, but it was a little too late. So Either way, no poison.
And here DragonX is gonna use the freeze.
Yeah.
Already like 8-9 skeletons on that Princess Tower. Not gonna let them go easy, even with that one crown. Okay, gotta go finish my quest today. Go for the second Princess Tower.
All right, well, the timeout has been called by Chaos Theory. They want to win this. They want to win this. Obviously, everybody wants to win the first set just for the 1v1 players to, you know, have a safe bet on playing their matches. Right now, it's 1-1.
Yes, go DragonX! Oh, Yuki still single. Feels bad, man.
Oh, man.
Take that guy. Someone just grab him out and take him out on a date, okay?
Yeah.
Chill guy.
Didn't even notice it was Yuki until he moved that little side.
Yeah, of course. We have
Yeah.
to see the face.
Yeah.
But as soon as I read single, oh, that's Yuki art.
Yeah. Yeah, he was advertising.
Yeah. Certainly the cameraman. Oh, Bens are passing by. Just the random Bens are
Yeah.
passing by the
Random,
camera. Yeah, but this is big because Trainers Dexter's JTB, in terms of their 2v2 results for the season, mediocre.
Yeah.
This is the big stage. Everything you did does matter, but you can forget about it if you win today, back-to-back. If you lead 2v2 a lot, you make it out of the playoff into the finals. You have a long road to go. It will be the best for Chaos and also DragonX to take the 2v2.
Game 3.
So the final game of set 1. Let's get it ending.
Let's get it. 2v2, very important. One of the reasons why FAV is so stable is because their 2v2 is so stable. So now, winning this match, either for DragonX or Chaos Theory, is going to be super, super important for the team, not just for the duos.
Just gonna sack those minor hits, minor bat. So eliminating the bats, that's the main source of damage.
Alrighty, seems like we got a very similar deck coming from both sides once again.
Yeah, from game 1. And also game 2 was about the same.
Yep.
So Witch locking onto the lava, and there's the cage.
This time, Chaos Theory using the Fisherman to drag the Giant Skeleton away. This is how it always should have been done.
Okay, that was an offensive poison from Chaos, so the lava actually sticks a good amount of damage. Dark Goblin still surviving on the back of the tower. That's huge. Wall
Yep.
breakers
Oh,
Which
the Witch does not.
hit the target, the right target. Well, the closer target it always hits. Okay, the right tower now, down to half.
Another cycle through the wall breaker real quick. This one's going to be defended well. Okay. So we said a similar deck after just seeing the Giant Skeleton and the lava, but obviously DragonX switched it up. They want to go a little bit quicker cycle by putting in the minor wall breaker to kind of pressure Chaos Theory, and it actually worked out. They took a little bit of damage on their tower, but they did a lot more.
Yeah, really. So Chaos now, they have to stick their 2 spells, either Log, Snowball, both of them if they have to. And the Giant Skeleton is also another one they do have to think about. Using the Fisherman all the time to drag it away from the Princess Tower.
That's a very, very good poison right
Then
there.
DragonX again. And gonna defend it with the cage. Brilliantly done. And the Brawler.
Yeah, but
Good
you have
hit.
to remember, DragonX, they're going to cycle through another wall breaker.
Yeah, Baby's Dragon's
Okay,
still pretty
okay.
healthy.
There we go. There is a secondary wall breaker here, but Valkyrie is going to do the job.
Yeah, also had a Snowball right in the middle. The Bats not connecting to the tower, only onto the Valkyrie. So good defense this time for Chaos Theory in terms of the second cycle of the wall breakers.
Let's go. Going to counter with the wall breakers, and even the Dark Goblin does not go to the left side, so it's not going to get too much value.
Yeah, the second miner does come from DragonX, but the lava does lock onto the tower with Chaos Theory, their own miner. It seems like they're getting closer a little faster compared to DragonX.
It's very close to 100 HP difference, and a rocket.
And 2
is
HP
going to
left.
land. Yeah.
With another spell, they also have a lightning. Chaos Theory, they were having that the entire time. Go down to the second crown count. Immediate wall breaker miner once again for DragonX coming down.
All right, there we go. They're going crazy. They're going to keep up the pressure. Both of them. Chaos Theory a little bit slow because they're going to Lava Hound.
Yeah, lava.
Yeah.
And then DragonX can actually do the Mega Knight Pocket, and wall breaker might actually
yeah.
go so much faster.
That is definitely true. And this lava is definitely not healthy.
So many dragons in the air, and a big rocket. taking out a lot of the baby dragons and the Inferno together.
Yeah, great value. And the miner in the back hitting the King Tower for no reason.
Yeah, removing the source of damage, but
Yep.
this is about the same now. I would say Wallbreaker
Okay.
ended with the cage again and again.
But you gotta remember, they're very similar in HP. The miner chip is going to be huge.
Yes, and the moment you get close to 500-600, basically spell down with a lightning poison log from Chaos, and the DragonX, they have the rocket.
Yep. Rocket poison log.
Yeah, so when it comes to like 600-ish, you know the game's almost over. Down to few elixirs. Okay, good luck pushing the crawler, and all together.
All right, so DragonX, they did try the miner pocket wall breaker. It didn't work out, obviously. Maybe having the Mega Knight would have been better, but the big push coming through from Chaos Theory.
The lava sort of in the middle.
Lightning.
There's a big lightning so that lava can tank a whole lot of damage. Even the miner. And an offensive poison from Chaos. It's a lot of elixirs.
Yeah, they're and double wall breakers. Here we go.
Valkyrie's
nice,
there and the
nice.
perfect spell.
Nice.
That could have been dangerous, that hook. I think that could have been just in the range.
Oh my gosh. They're playing with fire. Chaos Theory, they're close. They're winning, but still, they haven't won yet.
Okay, 198. One poison away for Chaos.
There we go.
The giant skeleton comes, but not in time. Chaos Theory is going to take the 2v2 out of DragonX. Lead 1-0 and big victory in their 2v2. A confidence booster at the same time for Benzer.
All right, well, like we were saying, during the regular season, JTV Trainer Dexter's, their 2v2 record was just mediocre, wasn't great at all, for sure. But now, they forgot everything. They won their first set. They're giving the breathing room for Benzer to go up against Line because, like we said, Benzer is 0-2. He has to have, you know, a different way to approach this because he hasn't had any success going up against Line during the regular season.
We'll see. It is a different meta, total different meta compared to the regular season. And after that, they haven't really run into each other. Yeah, but a great 2v2 for Chaos. You would expect DragonX to take this one just to have a slight higher chance. Yeah, let's take a look at highlight though.
This game one, to be honest, was the most surprising for me, coming from both, because DragonX and Chaos, they both opted to go balloon builds. Whereas, you know that Chaos Theory loves the lava. I know that DragonX plays a lot of giant skeleton at the graveyard. They did that in game 2 and 3, so I was like, all right, this is their normal deck. Game 1 was just a big surprise.
Yeah, you gotta bring a lot of those surprising factors in order to win. Not just 1v1, 2v2 also. We've seen a lot of hogs. Some, not as much as Ram, but yeah, yesterday it came down to a lot more cycling. So it might be something similar. We've seen what the Wallbreaker can do. Not Chaos Theory overall. Lightning putting out all the big targets. Great spell there.
That is correct. We saw some great rockets as well coming from DragonX. But at the end of the day, Chaos Theory, they had a better play. They had the lightning. They had a little bit more damage with the lava, miner, and spells.
Yeah, the main source of damage, Giant Skeleton, not likely unless it really connects to the tower because of Fisherman or something. Chaos Theory, all they had to do, okay, there are 2 wall breakers from the other side. Keep few spells, keep the Valkyrie, keep the Snowball in the cage. I think that's about what we need. And then after calculating exact cards, it kept it all the time, removing all the wall breaker damage.
That is very true. But now, moving on to 1v1. Will this be a 2-0 sweep? Or will Line bring this to the King of the Hills?
We'll have to see. Benzer. Yeah, just going to eliminate all the decks before week 8.
Yeah.
And including week 8 and past, a lot of Wallbreaker Miner poison. Actually, Wallbreaker Miner and Zap with the Mega Knight Witch. Sometimes Dark Goblin, sometimes Goblin Gang. Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
On the opponent that Benzer has to face against, but very often Wallbreaker Miner, Mega Knight with the Witch, sometimes not, sometimes the Hunter. So these will be the question that he has to think about when he's going for that cycle. For Line, It's not the meta for Expo, but this guy used it twice.
Yeah. Lion,
He makes it work.
yeah, definitely. And he's played a lot of the old school meta decks in this meta, whereas Benzer, he kind of mixed it. In week 9, he played the Mortar Miner Wall Breaker deck. So, you know, he's the Mortar man, so we'll see if he can make that work.
Yeah, there are lots of different cycles. Comes down to the deck choices. Let's find out together.
Game 1.
Benzer versus Line. Line versus Benzer.
Right.
Great amount of pressure in the air.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
You would imagine with the miner already, with the wall breaker cycle, very likely from a Benzer. With the bats, yes, but there has been, not just from Asia, in China, very often.
There we go, the Mortar.
Yeah, there were lots of bait decks. You would intentionally play like 6 other cards, just making the opponent think, okay, it's gonna be this deck. And then suddenly you have something like a balloon or like a freeze.
Yep. All right, you can see the Mortar connects a shot, even though it's not going to be huge, but it will add up. Mega Knight won't be able to do anything. So, yeah, Benzer with this deck that he's playing right now didn't do well. He just lost against Jack. However, like I said, there's still potential because the meta with the Wallbreaker Miner is just, you can fit in a couple, you know, cards that switch it out, make it your own.
Okay, bats. Actually, not even going to have those bats. They do the damage after taking the shot into the Princess Tower. Benzer really wants to save up all the HP to the Princess Tower. And Line having a good read with the cage. So certainly having his own cycle.
Putting in that cage nowadays, like we see it a lot, and that Mortar, it's gonna bother the Mortar very much by just putting that cage down there. Goblin Brawler will take tank.
Yeah, with the Valkyrie, which is no problem for Benzer. Still keeps on going. Does get a swing at the end, so good.
Yeah.
Damage trade about the same HP on the Princess Tower.
All right, he's gonna have to use the Mortar defensively too.
And it's onto the left tower anyhow. The Benzer just threw that out as a bait.
He's still going back and forth.
That's why this miner is going to do free damage.
All right, well, this build-up, though, coming from Line with the Witch in the back with Mega Knight in the front is going to be scary. And you have to remember, he still also has poison in his hand.
Yeah, and poison sounds like a graveyard to me, of course. Line comes all the way down Princess Tower, locked onto the Mega Knight. But a defensive poison from Benzer, okay.
This was to be expected, but you have to see the HP. Line has been chipping away.
Yeah, another shot from the Baby Dragon too, so. Benzer with that Mortar against the cage and lots of BP units. It's going to be tough to actually connect the Mortar shot into the tower.
You can tell that Benzer wants to force Line to swap lanes right now because 1,300 is still good enough to switch lanes and not die from spell damage, obviously. So Benzer wants to start new in a new lane.
In terms of the matchup, I think Lion can certainly take this easily, but great switch by Benzer, but the problem is the Mega Knight.
Okay, the Valkyrie is gonna do a great job here, eliminating 2 of 3 Line's huge units at the bridge.
Yeah, Mega Knight does not get the jump. Gets out in mid-air. Okay, Line reading the cycle of Mortar all the time with the cage.
Perfect. Perfect read.
That was almost the splash into the tower. Now it actually... Yes.
Boom, it goes in.
Yeah, great use of the Mortar.
Graveyard, this is gonna be big. You do have the offensive poison there. No defensive poison coming down.
Yeah, that was defensive. Bats eliminated by the snowball immediately. That was a lot of damage because Line was able to trap a whole lot of units, including the Mortar, Witch, and the Valkyrie in a single poison. A lot of elixir value there.
That is true, and in the front, we did have that Mega Knight staying alive, taking everything. However, now, Benzer saved that poison for an offensive poison. but was this the right choice? He definitely has done a lot more damage on the top left.
Yeah, so there's no poison against the graveyard. That was
Oh!
predicted to have the bats, so good one, but the Mega Knight still stays. That's a game for Line.
All right. Benzer still bringing out the motor deck that he showed us in week 9, but does not do well. It's not successful against Line.
Yeah, what Line was able to do, the motor right now is okay. Yeah, Benzer probably has one of the highest understanding of the deck, including motor with any other cards. But still, against the Mega Knight, against the Cage, there were so many different cards and factors who could just tank the shots away from motor. So Benzer switches into a really offensive mode, say, okay, I'm gonna lock it into another unit, but at least the splash would go into the tower.
Yeah, that was definitely something that only Benzer could do. However, I also want to say that nowadays we see a lot of Bomb Tower, we see a lot of Goblin Cage. So bringing in the motor, yes, if it's Benzer, it's gonna seem okay. But still, you saw how Line was able to perfectly, match Benzer's cycle with his Goblin Cage and the motor. So
Yeah, sometimes the Cage actually dropped like a split second before the motor did, because he knew exactly what the cycle Benzer was trying to do. That snowball also predicted. Bats came down, skeletons came down all the time against the graveyard. So, and he knew that the moment he just throws that, okay, Mega Knight still stays, I've got this game.
yeah, whether the skeleton he missed, he got nothing with the bats, it doesn't matter. Mega Knight was there, he was gonna get the jump damage.
Okay, game 2, Line needs to win this. Or he has one more. It's only 1-0 so far. But if Benzer wins the set here, total different story. So with the Goblin Gang, might just be seeing a lot more wall breakers from Benzer this time. Again, Minor Fisherman from Line.
Still with the motor.
Again with the motor.
Yeah. Telling you, Benzer.
And Giant, uh-oh.
Like now, like this isn't the deck, but like even in week 9, he used the motor minor wall breaker. He also used the motor Royal Hog. So Benzer, it feels like he wants to make the motor work in this meta.
Yes. We're going classic here.
Yep.
The motor minor cycle from Benzer.
I think this is also something that's doable because Benzer's just so used to this deck that he's playing right now.
There are lots of juke cards, and Line, a lot of his does have Zap and Log, but other than that, the units that he has, lots of single target damage. So if you can actually bait those spells really well, which Benzer's good at, you can certainly have a chance here.
Definitely. At the start this time, Benzer though, with a little bit of a deck change coming in from Line, it's a Giant now. It's not a super far jumping Mega Knight that, Line has brought. So this motor deck, Benzer's used to going up against Giants. Oh, and the motor
Yeah, Giant Witch still can actually having, Line can also be having another Hunter in there too. With the Fireball just going to bait a lot more, chipping in with the spell damage at least.
Yep. And also with the deck that Line bro, we've also seen the double Witch Giant with the 3 spells.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Also came out yesterday too.
Correct.
Benzer really waiting for the time. Finally, Line got some elixir stored in, so he can have one big push. Okay, Benzer on a stopping duty. Great poison there. And the minion horde. Some getting into the poison though.
Zap poison. Only 2 minions survive, but still, the Giant does not get a punch. I think that's still a plus for Benzer because he's able to cycle through super fast. Another motor down.
And away from the tower, the Fisherman was down for Line and actually does not even get a hit.
Okay. Go.
Okay, the Night Witch right next to him. Forcing out another big log.
You gotta remember the damage that Benzer has already done with the mortar and the minor chip. A couple cycles with the minor and the fireball. Benzer is going to take this game.
Okay, a lot of pressure for Line. Fisherman does come in handy. So you can't have the miner right now. You gotta connect the damage.
Defend this minor fireball. I think Benzer is going to have this.
Oh, this poison's getting
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
lot
Yeah.
of value
Oh my
here,
goodness.
though.
Oh my goodness.
Minion Horde gone.
They're racing. They're just gonna race.
All the goblins are gone too.
Fireball.
But the fireball. Benzer comes back
Woo!
victorious. Again with his favorite deck, the classic of Benzer.
Yep, definitely this deck is Benzer's deck. I gotta say, I try to copy it. Doesn't work. But
You're
for
not the
Benzer-
only one here.
Yeah.
I can assure you that.
But Benzer makes it work. Whatever meta it is, he made it work. And Lion knows that. You can see it in his face. Oh, I forgot about his deck, right?
Benzer was basically calling out, okay, just use a poison, use a log, use a zap right here. This is the moment for you, Line. 'Cause I got this many small units, you can just take him out. But Benzer baited that out so well, making it really hard to defend against the miner shop because he was chipping down to the final few hundreds, down to the spells anyhow. Brilliant plays.
Exactly. When you have the Fisherman and the Double Witch Giant, like when the Miner comes in, what are you going to put down? That's going to screw up or mess up your cycle, the positioning of the Witch or the Giant as well. So, I think Benzer played it very smart by cycling through, kind of baiting Line, forcing him to use a certain units when he didn't feel like using it.
Yeah. Really glad to have Giant back in the meta. We've seen the Giant Sparky. Yeah,
Giant Spark.
yeah.
Paper
Sparky.
Thin's not here.
Nah, Sparky is actually really good. No, unless we really see that pink golem.
Oh my goodness.
Still pretty good, even without him.
The pink golem.
Yeah, with Giant Double Witch, really common. Of course, shown in lots of grand challenges too. But we've seen some variant of it. Take out one knight, put in a hunter, or put in a dark prince instead. So instead of a miner, sometimes it's the mega minion, so on. Yeah, and that's gonna be a timeout for DragonX, though. On a last life is Chaos Theory. Can they actually do it? Can they beat DragonX 2-0 and move on to the next series?
All right, well, the first two games, they've shown the decks that they practice the most and they want to win with. Now it's game number 3. Will they come up with a different deck, or will they go back to either game number 1 or 2 and stick with what they're just comfortable with? That's the question.
Yeah, Line, if you want to have a deck with a big setup, you can be outcycled. And you know Benz is really good at that, so has to think about the deck. Do I bring something similar with the wall breakers? It all depends on the final game of set 2 here. Match point for Chaos Theory. DragonX needs a win here to go into the King of the Hill.
DragonX loses here. They're out. No more second chances.
This is their second chance for both teams. After the first match last week.
That is true.
Archers, definitely a lot with the Valkyrie, but what? Along with the Valkyrie, Bar Barrel. Also really good against the wall breakers, so that's a-okay.
All right. Bomb tower. So we're gonna... Obviously, they both have changed their decks.
And the Hog cycle coming in hot.
We've seen this yesterday. Benzer, well, I don't know. Is he holding the Earthquake?
Yesterday, yes. Today, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, with the zap. And a big poison coming down from line immediately. And 2. That's good enough. Better than good enough with the poison also.
Go. Counter. Hog bat.
Liu is not going to use the cage this time. Want to save up for the next cycle. Okay, smart choice by Line.
I think it's possible Benzer has the EQ, but he didn't have it at the beginning when the cage was put down. So I think the next cage cycle, we may just see the EQ.
Let's see what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Hog. Of course, not the most common. We've seen Hog Mortar. This time with the bomb tower. I don't think so from Benzer.
2 buildings.
We'll see RG set up all the way on the back because you know that the bomb tower is going to be ready.
Yeah.
You want to have all the elixirs for the poison and the log together.
Here we we go. Line just putting down RG in the back means he's going to build up something huge. And you can see the Valk in the front, the tank, the Baby Dragon in the back.
But still,
With the splash damage.
yeah, great damage to the Valkyrie and the RG together. There's a back-to-back RG, but the bomb tower still stays.
Oh yeah, and it actually hits once onto the Ewiz, but Ewiz stays alive.
Yeah, actually buys a good amount of time for the RG. Against the Valkyrie, here comes the counter attack from Benzer with the Hog straight in, but the Hog
Okay.
cage.
All right, so this time I think Line, definitely a very great defense coming in.
Needs to put in a lot more.
Yeah,
Benzer has been putting even a zap damage into the tower again and again.
exactly. The cage that Line is putting down is surprising Benzer, not allowing him to use the EQ. There we go, finally he uses it. And this little chip damage with the Hog swing, not going in. Sorry.
Not entirely.
No.
But you know that RG is coming soon enough. Okay, Line's going to wait. Not this time.
Benzer's definitely not waiting. He's just gonna go through EQ, build up that spell damage.
Yeah, even has those bats and the archers coming right ahead. That's scary.
And the Hog swing. Oh my goodness.
Okay, you
Here
know
we
that
go.
the RG's coming.
This is possibly the last push for Line.
Oh, having the Barbarian so that the bomb tower can have the best splash.
Yeah. Keeping the Valk right next to the RG.
Yeah, doesn't even care. Doesn't even need the Hog. Another EQ is game for Benzer. Line. There seems to be no hope right now. And Chaos Theory, they're going to be victorious in the first match.
Oh my goodness.
Is this it for DragonX? I think it is.
Yep, there we go. Cycle through. And Benzer does it.
Benzer comes back strong in the first match of today.
Yeah.
Brings down DragonX after Trainer Dexter's JTB. They get their 2v2. Benzer gets 1v1. This looks like Chaos Theory that we have been seeing at the beginning of the season and also last season when they were sweeping down all the other teams. But today, in order to advance, they gotta go through a lot of teams.
It's been weeks since I saw this Chaos Theory. And I've been waiting.
2 weeks.
No, I'm serious. A Chaos Theory that, dominates is what I meant, right? We've seen them earlier in the season dominate, but they started to go down a hill, a huge hill. But I think in the playoffs where it counts, they made it work. And I think it's great for them.
Yeah, Hog
Yeah.
actually working a lot. At the end, the West also been seeing a lot of Hog Rider with the EQ. Works like a charm when there's so many bomb towers, so many buildings right at the center against RG, against wall breakers. Yes.
Yeah.
The deck to choose when you're going against a lot of those ground buildings. So that's first match out of the way. Chaos Theory, they can sit down and relax right there. They're gonna stay because the winner gets to go against OPGG Sports right after. There we go. That's coming up next very soon, guys. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with more Clash Royale League Asia.
Tentunya saya sangat senang karena tim saya bisa menang 2-0. Itu sangat kerja yang sangat bagus. Karena saya sudah mempelajari deck yang akan saya pakai, makanya saya yakin saya bisa mengalahkannya.
Itu sengaja atau memang lu belum tahu how dia?
Hah? Pas itu pas gue lewat expo, dia keluar Xbox, tanya langsung.
Bagus kan ini. Nah ini lulap tuh.
Nah.
Belum enggak dapat satu gitu.
Sakit itu,
Iya.
berapa ya? 700 ya. Nah, udah.
Mau kelamaan
Sampai sih,
roketnya.
tapi kan Carelessnya sudah udah kena tadi di kali Elis ya, harus kena dulu baru roket. Udah langsung gue tarik fisherman tapi salah, kayak gini tadi salah. Nah, ketemu lagi fisherman-nya.
Udah baik sih ya. Ini malang hitnya. Jadi dapat satu.
Untung ditarik. Ini aja itu gara-gara wah, ini udah bikin salah guys, ini salah.
Lu pikir actionnya nggak bakal kena?
Gue pikir kalau gue kasih di sebelah kena roket, kena di dia itu fisherman.
Oh, kena dua-duanya.
Nah, gue tarik situ lebih parah sakit ya.
Padahal match yang ini malah menurut gue lebih enak daripada yang golem. Ya ampun.
Loh, ini ada lagi.
Lihat lagi.
Kalau Aerox ya.
Sebuah lagi.
Lagi. Dia mau roket tanggung, kalau dia roket dapat itu berapa? 200 juga belum saya
Kena dulu ya sebuah.
ini baru dia roket.
Itu kapan nah? Kapan lagi?
Ini pas anjir dia nembaknya.
Dia nembak-nembak. Tarik lagi.
Nah ini nih gua fireball anjir. Gua kira itu malah ditariknya. Aduh ini kena.
Tidak apa-apa. Dapat dia jadi nggak jadi roket tuh, nah jadi dapat banyak. Dah, saya 1.300.
Salah satu tips untuk deck Fisherman Expo ketika lawan menurunkan kartu yang tanker, nah itu bisa ditarik oleh Fisherman biar yang tanker itu tidak menyentuh Expo.
For me, I give Dancer 10. I don't know how to play Expo, and then he is the master.
Nilai diri sendiri saya 9 karena yang pada match terakhir itu saya hampir kalah. Indonesia merdeka!
일단 이겨서 기분 좋고 앞으로도 많은 경기 남아있으니까 더 열심히 하고 싶습니다. 다른 프로게이머들은 잘 모르겠는데 저는 되게 멘탈이 좋은 편이라 가지고 그래서 앞으로 더 잘하자는 마음으로 계속 했고 그게 잘 먹혀가지고 지금 잘할 수 있는 것 같아요.
우리가 덱을 준비하는 과정에서 계속 상성이 먹히고 가는 그런 것 때문에 진 거라고 생각을 했고 그런 것들만 조금 보완을 한다면 우리가 이길 수 있다고 생각했습니다.
제 자작극입니다. 잭 선수를 상대할 때 가장 경계했던 게 벌룬 덱, 그리고 페카 덱, 호그, 석궁 이런 게 있는데 그 덱들을 전부 다 카운터 치기에 좋은 카드가 일렉트로 드래곤이기 때문에 그 카드를 넣어서 같이 쓰면은 제가 거의 질 일이 없다 생각해가지고 그런 덱 구성을 했어요. 근데 오히려 고마웠어요. 전 상대방 덱을 다 알고 있으니까 상대방의 약점을 빠르게 파악하고 그렇게 시행했던 게 되게 잘 먹혔던 것 같아요. 딱 여기서 홈페가 저는 꽤 괜찮다 생각하거든요. 이게 얼버과 토네이도도 있고 공격 카드도 있기 때문에. 근데 갑자기 여기서 고우리. 갑자기 고우리가 뭐지? 전 그래서 다크 그 무덤 있잖아요. 그건가? 하고 지금 살짝 고민하고 여기서 토네이도 쓰는데 쓰자마자 바로 로자 나오고
히트 로다 들어오는 거 보고 어땠어?
이때 아 이거 되게 칼 타이밍이다 생각했어요.
너 덱인지는 알고 있었어?
여기까지는 잘 몰랐어요. 근데 광부가 들어오고 나서 그때부터 알았어요.
와 여기서 너무 많이 맞았어 너한테.
아 맞아, 여기서 1드 나올 때 여기 1대 나올 이때 알았다 이때.
아 여기서 첫 광부인데 솔직히 광독덱에서 첫 광부에서 킹타 열리면 거의 게임이 불리하잖아.
그렇죠.
이때 느낌이 어땠어?
네, 이거 홈 버튼 누를까? 그 정도? 여기서 타워피가 엄청나게 차이 나가지고
그러니까 거의 2배가까지 차이 나네.
그래서 열심히 해야 돼요.
근데 상대방도 맞아주는 플레이를 해.
네, 계속 맞아주더라고요. 여지를 주는 플레이를 계속 하더라고요.
근데 상대방이 다른 덱은 다 보여줬는데 스펠 하나를 안 보여줬잖아. 난 이때 사실 반전하면서 아 번개이면 이거 진짜 큰일 났다 생각했는데 너는 어땠어?
저도 번개이면 진짜 큰일 났고 지마에게 그냥 부려야 되는 거죠. 그래서 더 맞으면 안 되니까 통나무도 써주고.
상대방도 어쨌든 로자는 토네이도까지 있으면 수비가 어느 정도 가능하기 때문에 광부대만 안 들어오면 이길 수 있다고 생각했고 여기서 상대방 바통 굴리면 하는데
계속 여지를 주고
맞아주고 아 여기서도 근데 얼법이
이걸 못 이기는.
그러니까 여기서 여기 살짝 위험한데 그 광부까지 같이 들어올 거 아니야.
그래서 살짝 큰일 났다 생각했어요.
나도.
토네이도를 공격적으로 쓸 줄은 몰랐어요.
다행히 여기서 얼법 살아가지고
네. 근데 이 정도 하면 아직도 할만함. 네.
여기서 광부 여기서 광부 예측이 안 됐다면 정말 힘들었을 것 같은데
네.
다행히.
근데 덱이 좀 뻔하게 들어왔어요. 계속 광부를. 계속 저 위치에 들었던 걸 같은데.
여기서
근데 제가 어느샌가 또 많이 때려놨어요. 지금 보면 또
맞아 어느 따라가고 여기 광부 여기서 1드가
1드 스플래시.
나 1드가 때릴지는 생각도 못했어.
저는 살짝 때리는 것 같았어요. 느낌이.
여기서 1드가 때리면서 마무리했지.
아.
너가 근데 만든 덱 이기니까 어때?
근데 이런 건 처음이라 가지고 갑자기 제가 만든 덱을 갑자기 복제할 수 있는 스포에도 없었는데 진짜.
그래 오늘 잘했던 것 같아.
알아요.
월드 파이널
가자.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the second match of the night. Still the playoff. If you lose, you get knocked out. But Chaos Theory was able to survive, and now they have to face against OPGG Sports, the home of Expo Master.
We saw Benzer use the Expo deck, and you know they put a crown on him saying he's the master, but Expo Master, we'll see if he's gonna bring in an Expo, if he's gonna even play the 1v1. You
Yeah.
know, we've seen him play 2v2s as well, so we'll have to see what the lineup is.
Yeah, only a few times. Actually has a pretty good win rate on a 2v2. Yeah, from the regular season, 50%, 4-4.
Not bad.
Not bad, but
Not bad at
still was able to have a better win rate compared to Asher and Hooney. So there is a chance that Expo Master Dabon can be coming out as a 2v2, just as a surprise. You never know.
We always talk about surprises,
Yeah,
surprising your opponent.
And Chaos Theory, I don't think we're going to see that Benzer 2v2 surprise today. That happened once, never again.
Ooh! Dabong in the 1v1s. and
Dabong
X-
TV's in 1v1.
Yeah. Right,
Expo-
that's a surprise to me.
Expo, okay, Expo Master does have clutching moment in this big pressured stage. Dabong, I know he's like the captain, the leader, and the oldest of the team.
Well, he's always been the fourth player, I guess.
Did he play since week 8?
Yeah, he played once.
Just once?
Yeah, on week 8 for King of the Hill, one match and he lost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Royal Recruit, Wall Breaker deck.
Exactly.
You say it exactly as it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Dabong did have a sweep last season, I believe.
Yeah.
Just once, and did have really good moments in King of the Hill, but never came out as 1v1 player in a long time.
Yep. A huge surprise.
Yeah,
But
for Benzer, that's a big surprise.
definitely is. I'm 100% Benzer studied Expo Masters deck.
Yeah,
and to counter him.
Because these teams, right after the previous match, they think about the bans and they fill out the roster.
Yeah.
Within that time, that's why we have a longer of a break compared to the usual.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Benz is going to be surprised. Benzer understands so much more about Expo Master. That matchup happened over and over and over again. Okay, that's coming up later though. Let's focus on 2v2. Trainer Dexter to ATB. Once again, back Asher, Huni, OPGG. Again, another team to use a lot of bait decks in 2v2. And I believe they're also using Expo in 2v2. Won once, lost once. Well, it's risky. Right now, against so many wall breakers, maybe. Not the worst choice, but there are lots of better choices.
That is true. That's what I wanted to say. There's a lot of better choices buildings to use rather than an Expo. And especially, they 100% saw the style of Chaos Theory's 2v2. They loved Lava Hound even till now. So
yeah, lots of Royal Giants was used by Asher Huni. Let's see what they bring this time up against Challenge, against Chaos Theory. Banning the Mega Knight.
well, the Mega Knight we saw even in the first game.
Hawk Cycle from Chaos.
Straight away.
Second shot.
Doesn't go in.
Oh yeah, we saw the animation, but yeah, E-Wiz pretty good with all that electricity.
Giant Skeleton, that is always something that is very stable in a 2v2. You have to defend it. You can't let it go.
Okay, OPGG, they spent a lot onto the right push. There's that lightning.
Okay.
Good pull away with the Fisherman on the bottom.
They're going to be doing some trades. Hawk gets 2 swings in.
Yeah, down to 1,700, and on top, not as much, but still not bad.
Definitely not bad. OPGG actually spent a lot of elixirs defending against the Giant Skeleton plus the Hog Rider, so they couldn't, add on to the damage on the top right, but still, it's not a bad trade. We'll see how it plays out. It's very early still.
Chaos Theory double Hog Rider already. So there's one cage from OPGG. And the Fisherman has to be pulling the other hog, but when there's a Giant Skeleton, it's going to be really hard to push the right target.
Definitely is.
If you pulled the Giant Skeleton instead of the Hog Rider. Oh, this time, just going to let that go without a Hog Rider. Okay. Chaos Theory, they want to time it perfectly, have an off timing.
All right, so they're going to switch it off. And you also have to know, Chaos, they have the Infernal Tower as well. They're not going to use it now, but they always have it ready when they need it to be. And look at this split push. It's going to activate the King Tower by the Fisherman.
Okay, didn't need a lot of damage on top, less than 4 digits. 944, and another Hog Rider still got a lot of HP off the bottom left.
All right, the EQ is down there. But I gotta say, the push before this, I think Chaos got a little greedy trying to do a split push and defend. They took a lot of damage. It's gonna bite them in the butt later.
They have a whole lot of defense against those 2 hogs. Depending on the timing of the Giant Skeleton, it may be tough, but for now it looks okay. And the straight shot into the tower. But the Magic Archer
gets it. You got 2 shots in.
And the lava's gone on the top right, but a lot in defense.
Defensive freeze had to come in.
And no shot from the Hog Rider again. With the great pull and activated King Tower, but the Miner still connects on the back. You can't be perfect.
So many shots from the Miner. Right now, OPGG, they're taking advantage of Chaos's Hog Rider because it's so easy for them to defend against it right now.
Yeah, that's just 1 shot and not enough in spell damage for Chaos in time.
All right. Clean win. Even though it was close, 159 left for OPGG. But considering a double hog cycle coming in from Chaos Theory, I think OPGG handled it very well. They took a couple swings from time to time, but like you said, during the middle of the game, OPGG, they had great cards to defend against the hog cycle and attack on the other lane.
Yeah, saving up that fisherman for the right time. At the moment, Chaos wanted an off-timing pull. Actually made it easier for OPGG to defend against it, okay? Just the giant skeleton, okay, just the hog rider.
Yeah.
We can just have the fisherman. The next hog, we can have the cage. So it was easier to answer with a... Yeah, the question seemed a lot simpler compared to the old one. Pulls with the cage and blends again with the fisherman, lines up perfectly.
Yep. The EU is coming from time to time. Cage, fisherman. They just had so many different styles to defend against the hog rider.
Yeah, and also for the timing from what we have seen from just this game with the double hog from Chaos Theory, didn't seem that refined.
Yeah.
In terms of their own cycle with the push, and OPGG certainly not going to let that go easy. They take the first game, okay, no timeouts. And it seems like we just go straight into the 2v2, but not the most common cards you see from Chaos Theory in their 2v2 Hog Riders. Okay, they're changing up a lot of spices in this one.
Exactly. Even their game against DragonX, they went with the balloon deck, double balloon. So now they went double hog. And it is game number 2. They lost the first game. There we go. They have to go back to it. Their comfy pick.
Comfy lava with what? Is it just a miner again?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. Baby Dragon's in the front. It's going to take the damage of the Inferno Dragon. Lightning comes down.
Yeah, instead of the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have the dragon instead. Lightning's does a whole lot of job.
Oh,
okay, split between the two targets.
Nice poison.
That's a little too much for the first 45 seconds.
Yep. They didn't even commit everything. It was just nicely placed with the poison, with the lightning.
Okay, OPGG, they have their own lava, similar to game 1, I believe.
All right, lock to clean everything up. Now, I think this is gonna matter a lot, depending on how much damage OPGG can do with this push.
A similar deck, but the big difference will be the E-Wiz from OPGG. I think that has a lot of chance to actually stop that Inferno. But Chaos, they're already on the big lead.
All right. Well, Pups locking on, but I was gonna say OPGG, the secondary lava, they didn't use any spell. They just let the Mega Minion and the lava go. This is gonna be the huge push where it makes the big difference.
Yeah, but Chaos, they don't... Not spending a defensive lightning.
They did, as he said that.
Yeah, it was only 2 targets, right? Not 3.
Yeah, just 2. All right, so Chaos got their little push going on with the Miner Lava. But like I said, the secondary push coming in from OPGG after getting rid of the cage, after getting rid of the Infernal Dragon, has done so much damage.
Okay, and OPGG, they've activated the King Tower. So that's a big difference when you're trying to push in with the lava, with the pubs. The King's gonna help out so much more. Hook is out there, but the defensive poison eliminating a lot of units.
All right. OP wants to defend this perfectly. Well, the lightning you can't defend against, but either way, they defend it pretty nicely. On the right side, they're on the safe side with the spell damage, so they're gonna try to do a counter push. They do fairly a lot of amount of damage to the top left too.
Yes, they have the lightning to do some more spell damage at the bottom left. OPGG with the poison and the miner, they should be able to finish the final tower too.
Oh, the fisherman
miner does not pull the miners. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it goes down to the second crown count now. Could have been okay.
Yeah.
It could have been a brilliant play. Okay, cage is down, snowballs the pups.
JTV shaking his head after that fisherman placement. Oh. Because they could have made OP use more elixirs for Dispel.
Yeah, but yeah, you want to keep your fisherman going to the left side. Lava locks on once again for Chaos Theory side.
Bridge.
And a back-to-back. There are lots of dragons in the air still.
And the spell's coming down.
Yeah, Baby Dragon about to go down. Defensive lightning this time for Chaos, but too many units on that tower.
OP, they just 2-0'd so quickly.
Overpowered sports.
That was just quick. Wait, was that game 1?
That was game 2.
Yeah. And we saw JTV and Trainer Dexter's play the lava deck in the matchup against DragonX. They played it very well. The moment they swapped into the lava, they were winning. But really, OP. They're overpowered right now.
Yes, they had lots of great lightning hitting the tower and the witch, I believe, and also lots of Inferno Dragons a lot of the time. They forced a lot of defensive lightning to be used by Chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos they had really good beginning of this game, game number 2, by like about 1,000 lead.
Oh yeah.
But let's see what happened in the middle that changed all that. Okay, highlight of game number 1 here with a double hog from Chaos.
Yeah, this double hog, as you said, they try to stagger the push. They try to do a split push from time to time. They try to stagger the hog, split it with giant skeleton, and obviously OP. If it's just one hog, just one giant skeleton, it's gonna be very easy for them to defend it against. And you know, this is the result. However, this game, I think, after the first, this is the secondary push. They did the lava Mega Minion, they got rid of the cage, they got rid of the Inferno Dragon, and the secondary lava push did so much damage.
Yeah, with the miner, which was eventually pulled.
Yeah.
But even before that, the baby dragon didn't really get all the pups out, so they took. They shouldn't have taken that much damage from just the pup. When you have a baby dragon like that, you can also take the pup shot. So Chaos Theory, a few things just did not work out for them, especially in game 2. Not according to plan for sure.
Yeah, by the the first couple of minutes when they did the Princess Tower trade, it was okay. But this time when you called out the dragons, we need the dragon hunters. So many dragons here.
We need like a big rocket spell
Yeah.
to take all of them out.
Oh my gosh.
Just not available, and which is supposed to be the card. Lots of elixirs, but when that's gone with a lightning, oh, you're losing a lot of elixir value because lightning's on the witch, which is gone, hitting onto the tower and another unit.
Yeah. Well, moving on, you can see regular season 1v1, no data, NA.
Which is my last name. 2v2, 1v1. This is playoff. Of course, Dabang did play a few 2v2 with Expo Master.
Yep.
Have an okay result. See all the teammates just saying, okay, you gotta win, bro. All relying on you, says.
Shoulder massage coming
I
through.
think Dabang wanted to be on the stage today.
Yeah, and he wanted to go up against Spencer. He's like, hey, I played against Spencer, man, in the playoffs.
And if he wins, he has nothing to lose. But big to lose if he loses. You still have to go through the King of the Hill.
Yeah.
But OPGG, if they were able to take down Chaos 2-0, that's big. Because Fob is waiting on top. And Ben's certainly not an opponent that he expected to play because I'm pretty sure they did a lot of study on Expo Master. And Expo Master brings a lot of different customized decks. And suddenly you have Dabang. What's up?
It's like, who is this guy kind of feeling when you see him come up to the 1v1 stage?
Yeah, a lot of people actually thought he was a coach. Because you don't even see him too much. He's always on the back. But let's go, Dabang. Great 1v1 player. Same for Benzer, game 1. What kind of deck do you go back to? Dabang really known as really great heavy deck player. About a year ago and 2 years ago. A different meta. Different games.
You're
And
gonna know.
I know OPGG has been screaming a lot within the team house. Like a lot.
Alright, well, Benzer definitely warmed up.
Yeah, I know. He's having more emotes.
Yeah. Nice prediction with the Dark Prince.
Yeah, there's no tornado yet, so just being easy on the target. So Dark Prince, you see paired up with a lot with the P.E.K.K.A. Of course, that's the easy one, but with the Witch, might just be the graveyard once again. Or just back to the Goblin. A few more.
Might be seeing, yeah, the double Witch Giant from Benzer here.
And the Magic Archer, and
The Fisherman pulls it in! Already.
yeah, good read by Benzer right there.
I don't know, was that a good read?
By Benzer, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Hogs in here.
Alright.
Along with with the splash does activate the king, which is a great move against the hogs. But these piggies, they're scary.
They did a lot of damage, a ton of
They're
damage.
hungry, man. They go all the way into the tower directly. Dabong has a witch.
As long as Dabong... Oh, he gets a poke!
And also
And
the
the bat!
fisherman, the bats.
Oh,
Usually you don't see the night witch hitting on the tower. But Dabong, all he had right there was the witch
yeah.
against the miner. So bad to worse.
Oh, and the witch survives. That's still a pretty good trade, I think, right there. But Benzer, with the poison being down,
Yeah, I
doing
think
that
that's
extra damage.
Yeah, just a log away from taking the tower down. So Dabong has to do everything within the last 40 seconds.
Yep.
The drag with the giant. You don't need the giant anymore.
That's perfect right there. It's
Yeah.
not going to be 900 damage with just the Royal Hogs there, with the King Tower activated.
It's still Pierce, 2, and a great pull to Fisherman
Yeah.
again. 356. Only has a snowball as a spell from Dabong. Needs another rush. Time's ticking down, 11 seconds.
You need Royal Hogs or something. You're going to cycle through, but he doesn't have it.
Not in time, no.
Oh, no.
In 5 seconds, Dabong says, good luck, not good game. And Benzer's gonna take game 1.
All right. Right off the bat, when we saw the Fisherman and the Witch, Benzer has opted to get away from the motor for a moment and went with the double Witch Giant. Dabong, the Mega Knight Royal Hog deck. You know, even with the King Tower activated, as long as, you know, the Mega Knight didn't get baited by the Giant, if it was just the Mega Knight Royal Hog and the Mega Knight tanking the King Tower and the Princess, I think Dabong still could have had a chance. But just Benzer, it's very easy to pull the P.E.K.K.A or the Mega Knight with the Giant or any other units. And I think that distraction just costed Dabong the game.
Yeah, really funky deck, even with the Magic Archer
Yeah.
and the Royal Hog. And Dabong really trying to customize like Expo Master in a way. He has taken the spirits from the Expo Master. And look at that. Flood
the Night Witch.
zap. Just allowing so much more damage, eliminating all the skeletons away so that the units actually connect to the tower. Great timing zap by Benzer right there. And Dabong at the end also trying to get a few more piercing damage. Maybe I can get this tower. Maybe, just maybe, with a few extra arrows.
With the
But
snowball.
Yeah, Benzer says, no way. I've got my Fisherman. I'm going to pull you in.
All right, well, finally the timeout is used. Dabong. We all know, everybody knows what kind of decks Benzer likes, what kind of deck pool that Benzer has. So let's hope that Dabong can, you know, bring a deck like Expo did in the past against Jag to counter Benzer right out.
I think Dabong, because Benzer has been using diverse decks,
Yeah.
and also bringing his classic today, you can't really guess exactly, but it's
True.
got to be quicker cycle. And you would imagine quicker cycle, and then all of a sudden Benzer brings a giant double witch. So Dabong, for him to guess the deck, okay, I think the conclusion just comes down to, okay, I better use another quick cycle for myself. Which we didn't see on stage how well Dabong can actually use those cycles. But I think it's about time.
Yeah, because if you see the deck build that Dabong brought in game number 1, it would have been great against the motor deck, any motor deck, right? We had the Royal Hogs, we had the Mega Knight, so it would have been great, but as you see, it did not work out. Benzer knew that they're both playing mind games.
Yeah, Royal Hogs does pair up with the motor of oftentimes with Valkyrie and the Musketeer. It's not the same for Dabong. He needs to come back.
Yep.
Benzer might be having his best day with a 1v1 today.
You can see Benzer spamming those emotes. He has the luxury to do so.
They're bats. It keeps us guessing what it's gonna be. Dabong with an ice zap to start.
Okay.
And brings a lot to our eyes.
So Benzer's gonna just go constantly swap over from meta decks, old deck, and then we're back to the meta deck here.
The Lumberjack. If the Ice Wizard goes all the way. What are you gonna pair that Rage with?
Okay.
Southern Balloon?
I'm thinking the balloon, but I think it could still
Be those Royal Logs
yeah,
again,
yeah.
too. Yeah, with the E-Wiz, it's harder to keep us guessing all the time. But Benzer's got a super quick cycle. Look at those numbers: 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1.
I think it could still be the Royal Giant. I don't know. Dabong could just stick it in there.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That too. Okay, gonna eat that wall breaker on the left though. Only have one spell, and Dabong didn't want to show any other cards.
Yeah.
Still a magic card. What's happening?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, magic. Okay, Ice Wizard got a few damage
Okay.
into it. Okay, using the tornado, you want to have your magic. I think Dabong feels super confident about his magic archer today. That's the key card. Using the tornado to pull the units in so that you can get some pure shots.
But it's not gonna work this time around with the Valkyrie being put down. I think he's gonna save up for that Royal Giant.
Oh, Lumberjack goes all the way to the back.
Oh my goodness!
Eats 2. That's 800.
But I also gotta point out that Tochi from Talon, he took so much damage from wall breakers and he was able to come back and win games. So, you know, maybe like right now he took too much, but a couple wall breaker damages is okay.
Another rage on the ground. What's that final card? RG still makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Some balloon?
Yeah, I think balloon is a possibility, but
Okay, wall break. Okay, Benzer already says, okay, let's work on the other side. The left side seems to be about done with few minor damage.
okay,
Here
so
we
it's a
go.
balloon. The bomb tower ready.
Yep. Having the tornado in, but the magic archer.
Oh, and the rage.
Little slow.
The rage.
Slowed down.
Oh, but once again, the zap.
Yeah, enough with the single log. Benzer takes game number 2, and we're going to King of the Hill. That one's not going to bring it for OPGG Sports tonight. Yeah, the key card was for Dabong, Magic Archer, but does not work against Benzer. Did not really give that many opportunity and angle for those piercing shots from the bridge. Nicely handled, so 2-0, 2-0. We'll see. I'm pretty sure Expo Master is coming up for this King of the Hill, though.
Yeah, he was the 4th member, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be either the first or the last member for OPGG. But okay, well, Dabong, he showed us some great decks. You know, I talked about how he brought the Royal Recruits and the Wall Breakers in week 8 and lost. Today, he brought some customized decks, lost. But I still commend him for trying to make his own decks to beat such a great player like Benson.
Yeah, there are lots of customized decks just from off spells, off one card.
Yeah.
We've seen that amazing deck from Sado with the heal spell.
Yeah.
And actually one could have been a disaster if you lose against the poison and all that. But if you take that much chance, and I think playoff, if you have the guts, if you can practice well enough and feel confident, I think it's a go.
Yeah,
you just do it.
Definitely, because if you do that, something like Sado did with the heal, you can become a star by just creating your own deck and making it work.
And the zap there with the Ice Wizard, I think could have zapped the left side and do not take any damage from the wall breakers. But it was hard. The cycle from Benzer was just so quick. This was one move for Dabong to actually win the game. The Ice Wizard slowing down the Magic Art helped a lot, but not enough for a second drop from the balloon.
The zap and the Ice Wizard, he tried, but the moment that those two wall breakers got through, for the 3rd time, it was basically over with the log.
Yeah, what should we do about the wall breakers, man? Go back 3 elixirs. Okay, we have the master.
Okay.
Dabong, Huni, Expo Master from OPGG Sports. I love this lineup. What do you think about Chaos Theory?
Chaos Theory, Trainer Dexter's Careless, Benzer. We've seen Careless just perform out of nowhere sweeping. So
Yes,
yeah,
that's true.
Him sticking in there for that as a 4th member for Chaos Theory, I think it stabilizes the lineup, him being in the middle and allowing Benzer to rest up a little bit because he has played so many games today. So I think this lineup is just perfect for Chaos Theory. They have it in order.
Yeah, in a way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So, Dabong might just be trying awfully a lot of crazy mixed up decks for all around. Bring whatever you want. So far against Benzer did not work with the Magic Archer. I think that's like the key. Might be having that once again. if you're having the Magic Archer, maybe going back to all the way, Lepeka Ram is still pretty good, I would
Yeah.
say.
We'll see. We'll see. But I don't know. Today is the playoffs. If you lose, now we're all the way at King of the Hills. He's had his fun in set number 2. It is set number 3. You lose here, you're done. This is all of these teams' second chances. So, like you said, I think he might just need, if he wants to use the Magic Archer so badly, go back to the old school Pekka rider.
Yeah, Pekka Ram.
Yeah,
If
Pekka
you
Ram.
think the opponent is going to do RG, yeah, Pekka really good. We've seen that matchup yesterday too.
Yeah.
Just holding that Pekka until the end, until the RG comes down. Immediate slash. That was okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, Dexter's here just from the regular season, just one game, and had another minor furnace with the minor balloon deck. Yeah, did not work too well for him. Not too much data for him actually.
Yeah, but still, the minor balloon, it's not like something that he customized, right? It's been there. It's a deck that we've seen a lot. He
Yeah, with the furnace and
so
the
he wasn't
musketeer.
able to make it work, but you know, we'll see what happens here today.
Yeah, Dabon's gonna bring something weird again. That's what I feel.
You think so?
Yes. Let's go into game 1 of the King of the Hill between OPGG Sports and Chaos Theory.
All right, Dabo, what do you have for us?
And we're recruited once again.
Okay, minor.
And
Answer
suddenly
by
just with the minions, just answering easily with a zap. Yeah, and Dabong says, okay, I'll lead one. That's not too bad. I also have a zap. Zap, such a key card right now in the meta. Either you have zap, snowball, or the log. You have an awful lot of time. Good time or bad time.
All right, well, we can see that Dabo is gonna stick with. Ooh, he brought the Tombstone. Nice. That's a pretty good trade, I would say.
Yeah. One less.
Oh, the activation with the Valkyrie Splash.
Spin.
Ooh, all right.
Round. And King Tower. With a Tombstone.
Wait, lava?
That's an old lava.
Yeah,
with the Valkyrie.
yeah.
That's an old one.
Yeah,
But
lava?
yeah, with the next spell, I think we can tell. But I'm smelling a lot more graveyardish. And that King Tower activation might just cost Trainer Dexter so much if it's a graveyard.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably hard with the King
kinda-
Tower activated.
Exactly. It's a King Tower activation early. If you have a minor, that's your main source of damage. If graveyard is your main source of damage.
If you have a freeze, okay, because you can lock that King Tower down also.
But it also allows the defending person to just put it away from the King Tower and not get it frozen up.
Yeah. Although you're talking about the other units, yes.
Yes.
So making it easier to not be frozen up at the same time. Okay, fish slab onto the left tower. Okay,
Okay, so it's the lava.
going back to the lava days.
So I guess this is better than having the graveyard in a sense.
Immediate response with Dabong with Mega Knight on the right.
Ooh, but the Valkyrie is such a great counter in a way for Mega Knight. If you don't have the P.E.K.K.A, I think Valkyrie is the next card. Lava
Yeah.
Loom.
Go back to the classic.
Yep.
Which locked onto the lava. The balloon's still healthy. That's
one.
one. Blocks the right side.
All right. Dabong had to use the zap to buy a
The
time.
death damage. It's got everything.
Yep.
And,
That Royal Ghost is going to cause a lot of problems.
yes.
Ooh, Fireball, nice.
Clean fireball. The miner is chipping in a lot of damage. Minion against the balloon.
Zap. Needs the death damage. I think that's going to go in.
Yeah, and with that, Zap fireball for
Yep.
Trainers Dexters. That one's got to put in everything. But against the Tombstone, Wallbreaker can't go in directly.
Oh, Dexter, yeah, he knows that Dabong only has a zap. All right.
And all of a sudden, we just go back to one of the classic.
Last year.
Yeah, with a Zap, and then you would just imagine, okay, a miner? But no, has another Fisherman, so this doesn't work out. And for Dabong, yeah, couldn't really find the best source against the Tombstone.
Yeah.
Not
Well-
a bomb tower, so a lot quicker in cycle, less elixir, can eat the wall breakers.
can see Dabong was kind of surprised that he saw the Lava Loon deck coming out from Trainer Dexter's, right? It's been so long. He said, oh, I forgot about this deck. It's kind of like the look that he had on his face, because when the King Tower got activated by Dabong's Fisherman, like super early by the Valkyrie, I thought, oh my gosh, let's hope that he doesn't have the graveyard. But then, Lava Hound, more than good enough.
Yeah, when Witch is gone, look at the anti-air from Dabong. Minions and Zap. That's it.
Yeah.
Unless the minions are directly on the balloon, there can be a lot of balloon drop opportunities. So Trainer Dexter is really working hard. Yeah. Second game, another balloon.
Yeah.
In a different deck, of course, in different cycle, but makes it work this time, and it all matters. Playoff.
We're seeing a lot of balloons today. Seeing a lot of balloons. We'll see what Huni will bring out, because Trainer Dexter's, you know, like you saw in his record, he didn't get to play a lot of 1v1s or even King of the Hill, so not much data. That's what makes King of the Hill fun, because we see players that usually don't play the 1v1s come out and they play, and when they show us some crazy plays or some old school plays like Trainer Dexter's did, you know, it's like, wow.
And it was clean.
Correct.
And if you win, that's all that matters.
And you have to remember, Trainer Dexter's is a 2v2 player for Chaos Theory that loves Lava Hound. And in 1v1, he brought the Lava Hound. Right?
Yeah. Players do have their personal preferences. Maybe not as much in 2v2, because you have to work with your teammate and you just have to get down the best deck. Yeah, but 1v1, if your love is Lava Hound, you can just keep on going, of course. But Huni, okay, we've seen a lot of Barbarians with the graveyard in the middle of the season. Lots of a few wall breakers, 1-1 in the record. Let's see what he brings, game 2. And
God Barrel right away.
And Goblin King from Dexter's too. So we might be seeing a whole lot of goblins.
It's the Goblin meta these days.
Yeah, even the Goblin Brawler, Spear Goblin, the Flying Goblins. What other goblin do we
Dark
have?
Goblin.
The Goblin Giant. The Wall Breakers?
Boom, boom. And gets rid of the bandit
Yes,
as
the
well.
death damage is also huge. Takes out a lot of the air units too.
All right, well, you can see that Huni brought the no spell cycle with many goblins on his deck. Trainer Dexter's going back to the usual minor wall breaker that we see from time to time.
Goes all the way in.
Oh, still gets stabs even with the zap. All right, well, we have 2 meta decks.
And against a bandit, if you have that many troops, you're not gonna get that many dashes.
That is very correct. All right, so Goblin Gang, Goblin Barrel, I think still Huni has a lot of chip potential. He's been doing that a lot. But if those wall breakers start to connect, then he's gonna let it. Zap. All right, still gets a poke.
2-3 snaps in total though. And the wall breaker. Against the Goblin Gang doesn't go through. Princess, yeah, you gotta bring down that Princess all the time, even if you have to spend the minor. This one seems like a rainbow. There we go.
Yep. Well, right now, with for a Huni, I think it would have been better, like for Huni, if he brought like if Trainer Dexter's had a lot more spells, so he can bait it out. But no spell to bait out, less spell to bait out, more chip damage for Huni.
Yeah, lots of small cards for both sides, so even if you're eating some, you can't defend it like perfectly all the time. That was a zap for trainers.
Yeah. Oh, one of the wall breakers going in, but the miner at the bottom left, and nice pull from the cage.
And the brawler after the dash. Oh, good. The Ewiz mini stun actually bought another sometime away from the bandit, and the misprediction. A throw all the way to the back. All 3 of them.
Yeah,
it wasn't a triangle.
Yeah, if it was, it would have gotten rid of 2 of the goblins.
Yes.
Would have been great, but wow, nice mind games.
Great mind games coming out from Huni, but on the right side too.
Oh my goodness, and now that's in zap range as well.
Yeah, the left side only in a zap.
Yeah.
Trainers Dexter.
Oh my goodness.
2 in a row for Chaos, and OPGG. Their last up remains on the guy.
Oh my goodness.
The player.
this guy, the first man up, he's gonna do it. He's like, Careless did it, I can do it too, and he's gonna just do it right off the
Yeah, we
bat.
saw a lot of moments from Trainer where he could have used the Mega Knight, but because the cycle was too quick from from Huni, and it was also basically a lot of baits, so there's not much of a chance unless there's like a big troop coming in with the wall breakers.
Yeah.
And Huni knew that was a Mega Knight. But
Wow.
you can't stop left and right altogether when you don't have your own spell. You're supposed to bait the spells, but if your opponent is doing a better job with the baits, what do you do?
I know. That's what I said in the middle. I was like, oh, like, Huni would have loved it if he got some positive trade if Dexter's brought a lot more spells, but it wasn't happening.
Yeah, that's why Huni was taking a lot of those wall breaker damage. Because he's thought, okay, I don't really have too many spells against these. I have no Valkyrie, I just gotta keep my princess alive. And maybe have the cage against the wall breaker from time to time. But take some of my tower HP as a sacrifice and do more. But he was focusing on to one left.
Yeah.
When Trainer Dexter's, look at those numbers on the bottom left and right.
Split pushes coming through. This is where no spell decks could suffer when your opponent is doing a very similar deck with a Mega Knight in there with the Zap. So it's like, I don't know, Trainer
Oh,
Dexter's.
Chaos. Are they going to do it? Are they going to go up against Fav? But they gotta bring down Expo Master first. This player can do magic.
Oh yeah. If anyone in OP to do a split, not a split, a reverse sweep, it is Expo Master. Will he do it though?
3 in a row.
He's been playing very well.
We've seen a lot of dramatic sweeps from Benzer, even from yesterday from TNT.
Oh yeah. TNT was a machine yesterday.
He was a robot, man.
Yeah.
He was a Clash Royale robot.
We had to do the mini P.E.K.K.A. the mini P.E.K.K.A. emote for TNT.
Dun, 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 dun. Yes, that emote. He was a Clash Royale robot. AI, Alpha TNT.
Yeah.
But, yeah, OJ moved up. OPGG, if they want to move up to the next round or next match, Expo Master is the last player. Potentially last game of the season. Let's go with game 3. Chaos Theory leading big in this King of the Hill, 2-0 score.
All right, well, Dabong and then Huni, the two players that we have very little information, even the players have little information for 1v1. Expo Master, you have to remember, he's a great player, but also his information is out there to Chaos Theory as well. So we'll see if Trainer Dexter's prepared enough to go up against Expo Master, because if he wins, it's a 3-0 sweep and a win.
Will certainly be one of the greatest win of the season. And in the playoff, okay, Expo Master doesn't even have his hands on the device.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows. He knows that.
Like, all right, well,
okay, we're taking down. I can get my stuff ready. What do you have?
I want to see Expo just start holding up a teacup. He's like, oh, tea time for 2 minutes.
Okay, he touched his device.
Yeah, all right.
That's a big news.
He's getting ready.
His fingers are on.
All right. Potentially, we have 50 more seconds to wait, but
It looks like he's doing a lot of work, but just going left and right and just tapping on the cards.
that's what we all do, don't we? When we're waiting.
Yeah, and then you accidentally put the other card.
Yeah.
Does happen from time to
Or
time.
you fat finger it, like you're like, oh no, I didn't mean.
That's
to put
why
it.
I went on a diet, man. Doesn't help though. Doesn't help my trophies too
Yeah.
much. Only by like maybe 50 trophies, 100 if I get lucky.
Still climbing.
Okay.
All right.
We're just waiting for the double elixir time, boys.
It's almost there.
Maybe we're gonna go all the way to the sudden death.
We've seen that too.
We've seen that at the beginning of the season a couple of times. I think we might be getting there. And
All right.
before, is this a lava again? I've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. There we go, right off the bat. They're
And
just gonna go for that one
Night Witch
crown.
onto left though, with the
All right, double witch.
Witch Giant now.
All right. Well, I gotta say, the double witch giant is gonna hit a lot harder and a lot faster.
So they're not going, both players not going all in for the race.
They know it's risky. This game is important. Lava Loon though.
And the sudden balloon, minions are ready for Expo Master. That's great.
Balloon gets a drop. Oh my
And that
goodness.
zap, I think, came just a little too late.
Yeah. All right, that balloon drop is gonna be critical. Nice fireball.
Yeah, but insta push with the giant and even the miner on top. Minions ready.
Nice minions by Expo right at the same time with Trainer's Dexters. That's gonna buy him a lot more time for that giant and the baby dragon to do some damage.
Night Witch even spending a zap for
Oh
that
my god, the
attack
poke!
onto
Another poke!
528. Even less with the
my goodness.
bats, but the balloon's a lot faster. You got to defend against it.
Yeah,
Only a
but
baby dragon.
it locks on, and he still has the zap and the minions, so I think that's gonna be no drops.
Okay, and setting up a bigger push with the giant already.
Minor poison might just be it.
Big fireball.
I think it's it.
Miner's hitting on it. There's nothing else.
Oh my goodness.
Expo Master gains
Woo!
1 back for OPGG.
All right.
What a race.
Yeah, that was a crazy race.
That was a NASCAR race, man.
F1.
Yes. And you only go two rounds.
Yeah, 2 laps. That's it. You don't get like 20.
Yeah, we don't get like 40 laps. This is a short race.
Short race.
Because you're ticking down the first 18 laps.
Exactly. It was cool to see that they both started in different lanes and then they didn't go all in.
Yeah.
They both defended. It's like, all right, they know it's important. They don't want to take a risk. So they split defense.
Yeah, also.
But the balloon drop was big.
Yeah, minions not really blocking the path of the balloon. I think that was the critical part. Usually it's supposed to make the balloon go around them a little, like how you have the bats all the time. Yeah, Expo Master, okay, the balloon's gonna come. I've seen this map, he played it just few games ago. Had the witch against the lava, and had the minions against the balloon.
This was big. Boom.
Yeah, this was allowed for extra shot with the zap spam there.
We saw the Night Witch stab once before this, right? We're like, oh, but then this time he gets 2 stabs, or she gets 2 stabs. And when you see a Night Witch get 2 stabs, you know it's over. Chaos didn't even use a timeout.
They don't need to, not yet at least.
Not yet.
Careless, the second player up for King of the Hill. And after, if Careless loses, there's still Benzer. So Careless can bring anything on the board. Up against a strong opponent, certainly Expo Master, but if Careless beats Expo Masters, that's it for OPGG tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
I think I said everything right.
Yeah, you said everything right.
I'm getting too excited. I don't even know what I'm saying for a second.
This, just for me, it feels like this is the final game of today, but we still have 5 gaming left waiting. And whether Careless wins or Expo Master wins, it's already been a crazy day, especially this matchup, because set 1, it was OP 2-0 in the 2v2s. Set 2, Benzer 2-0. We came straight to King of the Hills, and now we're going back and forth.
The Careless, a Mega Knight lover even before the Wall Breakers meta. And
he's like me.
He also used Wall Breaker Miner, Mega Knight, Witch, Fisherman, Bats, Goblin Cage with a Zap, like the meta deck that we've seen since week 8. But Expo Master, he's gonna think of a counter. Let's see what that is. Game 4. Chaos Theory still on a match point. 1 more game for them. OPGG, Expo Master needs 2 more.
If Expo Master is expecting a Mega Knight at least, then he can't bring that Goblin Barrel cycle without a spell. Because we saw that it didn't work out. Ooh, Furnace?
Yeah, with the skeletons. We might just go back to Careless' old favorite RG. So far, just the baby dragon. So, Dabong and also Expo Master really working with that magic archer.
Getting rid of that Furnace early on, I think it releases the pressure for Expo Master. So far, not a bad trade here.
Valkyrie with the Ice Spirit.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bait now with the...
All right, a lot of stabs going through.
Okay, even if the Archer comes through, the Magic Archer can actually get a lot of pierce. So Careless has to be careful when he's putting that down.
Careless, be careful.
Careless can't be careless. Got you there. Oh, yes. A tornado pulls it in off the angle.
That's very.
I
it was
think
close.
he wanted one square
Alright, there's
to the
one,
right.
He still gets 3 piercing arrows. I think that's more than good enough. 4 now, 5.
Okay, that was actually a lot of damage. Yeah. A lot more.
Than we expected. Careless, you still have to wait because he's still ready. He's willing to take some damage to build up his push when that double elixir time comes. There we go. The RG in the back always means that
Yes.
a huge build-up is coming.
Yeah. Because you know the Expo Master has Magic Archer. He's gonna pure shot at least 2 or maybe more when if you just bridge spam RG. Okay,
go.
leaking elixir just a little bit. Has the furnace set up. Okay. Okay, Valkyrie tanking the baby dragon shot, so the goblins take so much work.
Definitely. I gotta say, nice placement, allowing to get the Goblin King away from the splash damage.
Huh? Good placement of the Magic Archer onto the right. No splash. Wants to put in some more. A log damage just in case.
Pressure is coming.
Yeah, this log getting a lot of value. And no pure shots into it. Now it does. Just one. Okay. But this Magic Archer survived for such a long time.
Bomb tower.
Lightning hitting onto the Magic Archer and the Valkyrie, but Bomb Tower is going to take care of that RG easily.
Yeah, you gotta remember, this is double elixir time, so yeah, the bridge spam RG is going to pressure a lot now. With the log, with the baby dragon in the back with the splash damage, I think Expo Master might just feel a little bit pressured with double furnace being down as well.
Yes. So Magic Archer is going to be so much weaker. Okay, so it has to be put all the way in the back. Was looking for the chance all the time, and the sudden attack onto the left.
All right, well, he's gonna change, but I don't think that's gonna be good enough.
Okay, with the tornadoes, her lead chipping in somewhat, but this RG.
Didn't get it.
Yeah, but the lightning damage still went in.
Yep. No log this time.
A single stab from the Goblin Barrel. So Exo Master wants to change up, but still you gotta focus on to the right. Sudden death.
Yep. RG. He's gonna save the RG.
Want to have that angle so you can get the fire spirits easily. You have to really understand the timing of the furnace too.
There we go. Goblin Barrel to the right.
With the fire spirits onto it, so actually not bad, but still some goblin work onto the left side this time. 1,000 to go for Careless.
All right, nice lightning. He's gonna just add up the spell damage. One log isn't gonna be good enough for Expo Master. Double furnace is gonna keep the pressure up, and I think one of the fire spirit. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, ended up using the log anyhow, so it's okay. Log every single time against the Goblin Barrel.
4 fire spirits.
Okay, Expo Master ready with the bomb tower again against the RG, but lot are pushing on the back.
Oh, the bomb tower splash getting rid of all of the fire spirits and the.
Oh, good predicted love. This will connect at least one shot.
Okay.
That's 61. The game is about to be over. Another win for Chaos Theory with just a single log from Careless.
Wait, that's it. That's it.
That's game. Just gonna wait for that big lightning damage. Chaos Theory wins back to back and going to move out to the 3rd match of the night. They bring down 2 Korean teams.
3 games, 3rd game, and you know, I was worried. I was like, whether Chaos Theory wins or DragonX, they have to play 3 games. And they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're up against Fav Gaming. And if they win, they have to play another King of the Hill against Fav Gaming anyhow. So that's a total of like 3.5 games.
Yeah. And a good run for OPGG. It's been a long season, and they've shown what they wanted to do. They had a Magic Archer that was a key card for the entire team, especially for Dabang and Expo Master. Not going to be their winning card today. Chaos Theory moves up again. And the King.
Yep.
The Fav Gaming is waiting.
The 5, you say. They just have to win 1 game. Chaos had to play 2 games. Now this is their 3rd game of 5. I don't know. Or are they warmed up though?
They should always be warmed up.
Yeah.
We'll see. Chaos Theory, so far their 1v1 seems incredible today, different from the regular season. Not just Spencer, the entire team.
Yeah.
Comes down to this match, Bob Gaming versus Chaos Theory. Final match of the playoff coming up next.
Yang pertama, saya sangat bersyukur bisa menang pertarungan antara hidup dan mati, antara kita keluar atau lanjut. Dan saya sangat bersyukur bisa menangkan pertandingan melawan King Zone ini.
Pesan saya pas kalah online itu saya sangat sedih karena itu adalah kemenangan tim saya dan saya belum bisa berikan yang terbaik. Dan kalaupun pasti kalah, kalau tadi akan kalah pasti kita akan pulang. Jadi untuk saya itu wajar kalau gue sedih banget.
Saya merasa sangat senang bisa mengalahkan 3 sekaligus pemain dari King Zone, di mana tim itu adalah peringkat 1 dari grup kita. Dan saya juga merasa sangat bersyukur bisa melawan mereka bertiga. Saya sudah yakin kalau kita sudah diberi jalan sama Tuhan. Nggak bisa gue ngomong. Tahu pertama dia
Ini miner gue, nah gue pikir juga nggak tahu Jo. Gue kira, apa dia balon lagi, ya apa miner ini?
Dia masih bingung awal. Terus dia keluar ini kan, lauk.
Gue bingung juga.
Terus ini mortar, gue kira mortar tuh.
Gue kira mortar nih anjir.
Terus dia main PK dari belakang, gue mikir kan,
dia
apa nih?
Nah ini pas gue pikir ini gue lihat
Giant, udah
Giant,
kegambar
ya,
gue.
kegambar.
Soalnya udah ada mini PK.
Nah, anjir ini yang keren Cok. Kena itu meja archernya kan. Nah, berapa kali lagi?
Iya,
Nah,
gue snowball kan.
snowball, anjir mantap.
Jadi mati.
Nah, di mati 1, 2, 3, 4, anjir mantap. Nah ini kenapa lu nggak bareng-bareng viral lah? Oh mau meja archer?
Iya,
Oh.
kartu dulu.
Nah baru ini malah untung nggak, malah dapat banyak juga. 1, 2, 3, main 3. Di sini gue yakin lu menang nih, gue yakin wah pasti Rizky menang nih. Gue pikir ini, susah nih matinya. Nah untung mini PK-nya kayak gitu Jo, apa ke mega kenaik, bukan ke barbarin viral. Nah tapi ini sakit nah, sampai satu kali lagi anjir. Gue bilang aduh gimana ini, langsung beda jauh. Nah ini untung sakit nih. Kemudian ada lock, ada lock pas, ada lock, ini connect, cycle.
Nah gitu.
Coba kok ada lock, nah sakit ini. Nah ini nah, nggak tembus nih. Ini nggak tembus.
Gue keluarin itu karena dia ada mini PK.
Iya,
berani
tapi cepat cycle-nya. Nah.
Terus Magic Archer kan dapat banyak duit juara.
Nah ini nah.
Nah ini gue udah bingung.
Nah ini gue bingung, wah di mati nih.
Udah ada pilihan lain ini.
Anjir.
Itu gila sih. Udah ada pilihan lain.
Bisa dipilih, ada pilihan emang. Kalau Dev udah mati.
Iyalah
gitu.
mati.
10 karena dia memberikan yang terbaik untuk Toy Story karena dia yang memenangkan pada pertandingan malam hari ini.
Pada pertandingan malam hari ini yaitu 10 karena pada permainan 2v2 saya dengan Jai bisa menangkan skor dengan 2-0 dan pada King of the Hill saya bisa memenangkan sekaligus 3 pemain.
Tentunya dari saya sangat berterima kasih buat keluarga, para fans dari Indonesia yang telah mendukung kami tim Toy Story sehingga sampai pada saat ini. Kalau tidak ada kalian, pasti kami tidak bisa sampai sini dan kami berharap kalian bisa selalu mendukung kita agar supaya kita jadi semangat dan bisa menjadi juara Quest Royale Asia.
Domo Fab Gaming のジャックです。
어그로 핑퐁이 정말 기가 막힌 선수예요. 야, 이거 한대. 아니 끊어지고 있어요.
まず
このデッキ変更した点についてはこの2枚なんですけど、大砲と違ってこちらの方がエリクスアドバンテージは取りにくいんですけど、防衛の面でとても強力なカードなのでこちらを採用したのと、さらにこのインフェルノタワーというカードを延命するのが非常に便利なこの雪玉というカード。このデッキの強みとしてはまず防衛が硬いというところなので、まず防衛をメインでやっていき、ここら辺の先ほど言ったインフェルノタワーというカードを使って防衛をしていき、そこで余ったエリクサーでこのホグライダーというカードを飛ばすのが一番いいと思います。今まではこのカードが3コストの大砲っていうカードだったんですけど、そこが2コスト重くなったことによって、昔はホグライダーをまず攻めに使って後から防衛することができたんですけど、このデッキでは後から防衛する際に5エリクサーを余らせることが難しいので、
これからプレイしますんで。
ちょっと時間もらっていいですか。切りやすいカード1コストだったり2コストだったり、最悪ホグライダーも切って大丈夫です。まず適当に切っていきます。ですけれども切っていきます。でこれ4コストカード最大、やべずれた。4コストカード切ったのでここはホグライダーで大丈夫です。でここでベビードラゴンがこちら側の陣地に入ってきていなくて、アイスゴレムを無料で溶かすのはもったいないので、ここではマスケットを高めに出して相手のベビードラゴンに仕事をさせる前にマスケットで倒したという感じです。でここで結構大事なのが、これマスケットミリ残りだったら出さなくていいんですけど、こんな感じで意外と残ってる時にはこのマスケットにアイゴレをつけるだけで、今みたいに今だったら6コスト割いたんですよ相手が。エリクスアドバンテージがマスケットを出している状態では取られていたはずなんですけど、それにアイゴレをつけると、アイゴレのおかげで4ワードを取ったという感じで一気にエリクスアドバンテージを返すことができるので、とりあえずつけておくのもいいと思います。スパーキー、これは一発入るんで美味しいですね。こちらはスパーキーに対してザップだったりとかそういうのがないので、防衛としては相手のスパーキーかなり優秀なんですが、こちらもスパーキーの防衛に強いスケルトンだったり、出ちゃったスケルトンだったりアイスピだったりがいるので、落ち着いて防衛していくのがいいと思います。でここで丁寧に落とされなければいいんで、うまいけどここはゆったりと、こっちがミスっても全然防衛をもう一度できるというのは高回転の強みでもあるので、そういうところはどんどん使っていくといいと思います。でここでさっき切ってるんでもうトルネードで、ここでホグライダーとその相性のいいこの雪玉というカードがスノー効果、相手の防衛としても優秀なんですけど、これを出すことによって基本結構入れることができるので、ホグライダーの攻撃をバカスカ打っていっていいと思います。ここ落ち着いてインフェルノタワーが強いので余裕ができたらホグライダーです。今は防衛の形ができているのでホグライダーを出したという感じです。でこれ一発で勝利です。序盤中盤終盤全部変わらず、この3枚が特に大事なカードとなってきていて、2倍入る前の序盤中盤の時には、あまりこのカードを何度も出すことができないので、このカードの出しどころにはまずは気をつけて、攻めには使うというより防衛重視でこのカードを出して、もし防衛した際にこのカードが残ったらこちらの2枚で攻めに行くのが一番いいと思います。で2倍タイム入ったらマスケット1枚目を攻撃のマスケットとして後ろから出したりしても、2周目を簡単にここの1コストの2枚たちですね、ここら辺で2枚一気に回すことができて、すぐにもう一度マスケットを出すことができるので、2倍入ってからはどんどん自分からマスケを出していってもいいと思います。難しいんですけど、まずはミスを恐れずにどんどん小技だったり、 YouTube とかに多分結構小技とかあるんで、この1コス2枚のカードたちの小技とかアイスゴーレムの小技だったりとかいろいろあると思うので、まずそれを見て真似してみるのと、それをすることによってエリクスアドバンテージの取り方が全然違うんで、この同じデッキでもまずそこの細かいところを見て学ぶのがいいと思います。
Let's go.
All right, welcome back. We had OG and Entus advancing yesterday to the finals. Now it's either one of these two teams going to that final spot. FAV Gaming from Japan, Chaos Theory from Southeast Asia. Only one team will advance. Ending, who do you think is going to take it?
You know, I first never thought Chaos Theory would get a back-to-back win to go up against FAV Gaming. I still think FAV Gaming's 2v2 is way too strong, and even their 1v1. So FAV Gaming, I think, has a little bit more of an advantage from what we've seen throughout the regular season and even during the playoffs. How about you?
Lots of 2-0s for FAV Gaming. Oh!
Yeah.
Big setup from Japan.
Yeah.
I know there's a big crowd of fans rooting for FAV right now. Over the sea. And also the Chaos Theory online, having such a big crowd of fans over there online too. We'll see. That was a cool shot of stage with all those lights.
Yeah.
It is the biggest and the most important matchup now. This is what we expect. Exactly what we see all the time. Kita-chan Kenzumeshi, the duo. And Jack, of course, for FAV Gaming, Dani, the fourth player.
We have Trainer Dexter's JTV for the 2v2 to go up against FAV Gaming, and then Benzer, of course, for the 1v1 Careless as the fourth member. We've seen him play just now to bring them up to this game.
Yes. Trainer Dexter's had his moments.
Oh yeah.
2 down OPGG, really great games. But it's a big wall. 2v2 and also 1v1. FAV Gaming, they have been such a high result in terms of the regular season. Also in the playoff, they seem almost unstoppable. But Chaos Theory today, they're on fire with some 2v2 and especially 1v1 matches.
Yeah, I gotta be honest though, because in the beginning, the first week of the playoffs, FAV beat Chaos Theory 2-0. Even though it was a couple weeks ago, I still think that FAV has something up their sleeve to beat Chaos Theory. Let's see, because Chaos Theory, like you said, they're on a roll today. Maybe something has changed in them. Look at that record.
Yeah, and that's next level strategy.
Yeah.
You can't even read what the coach is saying, even if you know Japanese. That's really cool.
Yeah. Sometimes we see coaches like hiding their mouth, like covering their mouth. Just wear a mask. You can talk freely. That's very smart.
We had some moments with Trainer Dexter's and JTB. They're switching up things, focusing a lot on the lava, but
they always come with a different deck in game 1.
Yeah.
If you notice.
Different deck with game 1 and then back to lava.
Yeah. That's their strategy.
That's usually what it is. But if they've done the right preparation, it's not like you can always have a perfect game. There's nothing such called as perfect in Clash Royale. You will make mistakes. You can be hard counters by the decks, the cards that you have prepared. Seems like the time has run out to change and revise all the decks before we go into that 2v2. Let's get ready. Kenzumeshi Kita-chan from FAV Gaming, JTB Trainer Dexter from Chaos Theory. Let's go ending. For Chaos Theory, they still need to win another King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Because FAV Gaming does have that advantage.
If Chaos Theory wins somehow, that's gonna be a crazy, crazy win. Not just because they go to the finals, but just the fact that they were able to play 4 rounds of different matches and still come out on top. It's just that in itself is just great. But you know, Kita-chan Kenzumeshi 9-1 during the regular season in 2v2. You can't forget about that.
Yeah, they continued with streaks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
In the playoff, 2-0 to 2-0, basically.
So they're 11-1. That's crazy.
Dark Goblin. Yeah, can't take 4 shots. Just gonna limit to 1.
Okay, US for US.
Just trading one card each, trying to see what they exactly have. What do you guys have up the sleeve? Balloon.
Yeah, Balloon going back to it.
Bomb Tower ready with those bats just in case, and Zap resetting.
Oh,
Rage.
Infernal Dragon. All right. Death damage, not bad.
alright.
Yeah, definitely. Considering what Valve Gaming had to use to defend against it.
Yeah, and even the Infernal Dragon connects to the skeleton. There's another one without the rage this time,
hard
but with the
counter,
Fountain Miner.
All right, the E-Wiz is definitely going to help out with the Baby Dragon and even the fire. Oh, not the snowball, not the fireball.
Yeah, because the princess was locked onto the miner, they
Yep.
needed an extra source of damage. Baby Dragon rage.
Look at the chip damage that's been done to the top left, though. Some death damage, some minor chip, some spell damage went on to Valve Gaming, but Chaos Theory in the meantime took a lot more.
Here comes another push. They ready with the bomb tower. Fisherman ready with the hook.
Gonna get rid of that E-Wiz, nice.
Bet's coming in just after that
Freeze! Oh, but the left Princess Tower gets an arrow stuck in that balloon, pops it, not gonna connect.
Yeah, the death damage only again, even after the freeze. So Chaos Theory losing a lot of elixirs down the Mega Knight.
Huge push this time though.
Has to use a lightning. The balloon's gone with that Mega Minion locking onto it.
But I think that Mega Knight just...
Their defense is so clean. In the meantime, they get their own poison. The big push with the lava and the Baby Dragon. That power is gone.
Yep,
With
basically.
another spell, and they have the lightning. I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Defend,
Final push.
and then lightning, save up. Kensumeshi lightning.
Freeze again, but that balloon goes down.
Yep.
And Kita-shan Kensumeshi with that high five,
Clean.
going to secure game number 1 of set number 1. Clean defense. One of the most clean defense I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Throughout the season, when there was a Mega Knight, some Mega Knight, and a balloon. Okay, Mega Minion, and a Lumberjack. And I think that's just enough. Mega Minion still hits like a rock on that balloon, just enough to get it off. Their use of the elixir in defense, they don't waste anything.
I think it's perfect calculation, perfect placement. You talked about the Mega Minion, right? With the Mega Knight, they placed it perfect so it locks on right away to the balloon. You know, that was the last push. But even before that, right? Like, this is the moment. But even before that, we saw Chaos Theory hiding the Mega Knight. They were just doing the regular Lumberjack balloon, and then they gave them a surprise with the Mega Knight, and Valve Gaming, they weren't surprised. They're like, oh, we expected something big like this. And they utilized the Bomb Tower very well. They waited for the bats. They waited to place the Mega Minion, or sometimes the Baby Dragon instead. And like you said, no waste of elixirs.
Yeah, perfect drag with the bomb power all the time. There's that miner on the back, but it's going to do less than 500 damage with vanilla miner.
Yeah.
You're really concerned about the balloon and the death damage, so as long as that's out of the tower, and you have your own push. You had your own push with the lava and the Baby Dragon on the left already, so great defense. This looks like an unbeatable 2v2 duo right now in CRL Asia, the strongest. But can JTV Trainer Dexters, can they do it? Balloon, it did not go so well. And that's why they're going to have that, call that timeout, and try to solve and get an answer. What's
Maybe
the answer ending? Tell me.
Lava.
Lava?
No, like, I would say, you know, maybe go back to the old, you know, giant skeleton, something else, maybe even a clone to surprise. But from what I've seen coming from Chaos Theory, lava, I think, is the answer because they know how to use, like, just like Kita-shan and Kensumeshi did, right? A clean, no elixir waste, defense and offense. Chaos Theory, JTV, and Trainer Dexters, they do that when they're on that lava deck. You don't think so?
What's a good card? What's a good card? I was just thinking about listening to you and thinking of a great card to counter all those.
I don't know, Bomb Tower or Goblin Cage always being in the meta.
Yes.
You know, putting down the Royal Giant, I don't know, it might... I think Royal Giant is out now.
Yeah, with that many buildings, you think air is the answer, but it's hard. Game 2, let's see what kind of answer Chaos Theory brought into the second game of 2v2. Flying Machine?
I think that.
Let's see, like that can be a fireball bait.
Yeah.
E-Dragon is okay, but pretty weak against lightning.
They did try that double hawk cycle as well before in the previous games.
Baits are also really good.
Fast cycle and pressure instead.
It doesn't really seem like the style of Chaos Theory.
That is true.
But I think this is the real big chance, the real big leap they have to take in order to take the game, set off of FOB Gaming.
Ooh. A long way to the 2v2. You know what this signs? If both players are waiting, in 2v2 especially, not in 1v1s, right? In 2v, it's lava.
Lava?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Golem? It's Kenzumeshi.
You know, I'm
not
gonna
Golem? Is that a card in Clash Royale right now?
I know. Wait, where's the elixir in the front? Right? I thought it was elixir golem, right?
No, not allowed here.
No. But I still think when this happens in a 2v2 and both teams are waiting, it's most likely it has been mostly.
It can just suddenly just be wall breaker left right.
Oh, that too.
After baiting off few spells.
Watch it just be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then
what
after
what
that,
if it's Goblin Barrel Mirror Clone?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Man. One spell is
Not
enough for
gonna
that.
come out, yeah.
One arrow, and it's GG.
You think they're gonna bring arrows though?
I'm not
I
kidding.
don't think
You
so.
see a lot of arrows in the ladder because of all the baits.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy after the snowball nerf.
All right, well, 10 more seconds until double elixir.
Okay, time to get sweaty.
Their hands are probably already sweating right now. Yep, lava.
You guessed it right with the Inferno Dragon. It immediately responds with the bats only to cycle firsthand.
All right.
Okay, it's about the freeze, the timing, and if you have the miner or not. So Chaos, you have the Dragon.
I think even the lightning, the way you use your lightning. There we go, nice three-way lightning.
Yeah, gets the Valkyrie on the ground too. Shipment goes down with the poison. It's not too bad. A lot more with the lightning, of course, going into the tower.
But look at this. Chaos Theory's defense was perfect. Not even a single scratch on their Princess Tower. And a crazy counter push coming down.
And the miner comes all the way right below the lava. Pulls it with the Fisherman, with the Rage, speeding up. Is what FOB Gaming is trying to do right here.
Ooh, that hurts. That hurts.
About half HP. Still a long way to go. Another bridge. Lava straight on. Seems like a lightning time.
Yep, perfect lightning. The Valkyrie gets away.
And a good prediction of the miner. Lumberjack's gonna catch perfectly the bats.
Good catch.
So this power still survives. And a counter push.
Chaos Theory, they just have to defend this push, do a counter push before that lava hound gets across, and then they can finish it with the spell.
Okay, they can. FOB Gaming is hiding something.
Here we go.
It's gotta be something like a freeze.
Yeah.
Don't have any other building that we see so far.
They should know. They should know if that, like 200-300 more damage, the miner connects.
Yeah, all the way in the back. Valkyrie goes all the way, but it's getting lower. 3.
That's poison lightning.
Yes, in range of the cycle. Hidashan Kenzumeshi bridges it.
I think they could just poison lightning. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's more than enough. That cycle.
Woo! All right, well, they tie it up 1-1.
I think FOB Gaming also had some chances. Pretty sure with that many question marks at the end, had to be a freeze.
Yeah, they just did not find the crack, the opening to actually get like majority of the units. But I think the big turning point was when they first defended, right, against FOB's counter push. They had 2 baby dragons, a full HP Inferno Dragon, and a Mega Minion left over. This one. This was a leftover units from the first defense, and this push was just way too big.
Yeah, and FOB already.
Yeah, they already put down.
They already used a lot of the spells, including the poison. I think if the poison was stayed that far, they could have got a lot more value on all those air units together.
I say that was big because when you're doing a first push and a counter push, if you do like similar damage, then it's okay. But Chaos Theory, they defended it 100% perfectly, and then they did counter damage as well. So that's why that huge gap, it started adding up. Lightning landed multiple times.
Yeah, and another big difference would be the building card.
Oh yeah, Goblin Cage.
Was there for Chaos Theory, but not for FOB Gaming. Unless they had it, I think if they had anything, they should have put it down a long time ago. Of course, it was a big push along with the lava, but still, building, no building. It's literally what takes off the HP of your Princess Tower. Let's see the final game of the first set.
All right.
Ooh.
1 for 1. FOB Gaming for 1. Chaos Theory 1.
Yeah, lava.
Alright, they're not gonna wait. They're gonna just do small cycles, small chip damages. They want to have the cards that they want in their hands. Yep.
Yeah, FOB Gaming, I think they are already also thinking about last game they had to use the bats before dropping a lot more. And they were just wasted two elixirs, but still for a big push does make a difference. Also a reason why Chaos Theory was able to do such a good amount in the first push. There's some elixir difference there.
Or Inferno Dragon, I was gonna say that signs for lava with the Lumberjack down there as well.
FOB Gaming's own lightning time. And it does land right on Inferno.
Alright. The first attack coming through, doing, roughly 500 damage, a little bit less. The counter push is coming through. 2 baby dragons.
And a good placement of all the bait on the lava, so it locks with the Inferno Dragon of FOB Gaming.
There we go. That was a nice lightning. Waiting for one more unit to be put down, which was the Ewis gets deleted.
Great snowball against all the pub. They had the bats ready and the fisherman against the miner, but still that's a lot of damage. About 300 lead for Chaos Theory on top.
Yep. Well, at least it's not like a 0 to 500 trade. This time FOB did do a little bit of damage. One fish slap.
Okay, that's now
Alright, that evens it out, basically.
about 100 in difference. Okay, lava so far just focusing onto the right, of course. They want to have the maximum push. It's going to be about the timing of the lightning and which targets.
Alright. Oh, Inferno Dragon. There we go. Finally being put down.
Okay, both locking onto the lava.
Nice Goblin Cage. Even though it is in the poison and the Valkyrie is swinging to it, it's going to keep a couple of the units busy.
Yeah, both bridge spamming lava again. Inferno locking onto both. And no lightning so far from either side. They're holding on to it.
Literally the same thing is happening. That river is not a river, it's a mirror.
It's a mirror on top and bottom.
Yeah.
But it can't be same all the time. It's gotta be a winner.
All right. Fisherman pulls in that Lumberjack, buys it a little bit of time.
Yeah, those fisherman pulls are going to be so crucial whether you tank for the Princess Tower or not. Offensive poison and lightning from FOB.
FOB wanted to defend that as they do a little bit more damage with the pubs. And a pretty healthy baby dragon. They have to do something about this. There we go.
Inferno!
Oh, okay.
No.
So they wanted to bridge it.
But was that the perfect time? Okay, FOB, they have a better chance of pushing because it's on their own side.
Ooh, nice Ewis by the bridge.
Yes.
That's gonna keep FOB's lava very healthy.
It keeps the cycle away from Chaos with that Ewis.
They got a race now. It's time for a race.
The offensive poison and the
Lightning.
lightning together into the tower
With
and the lumberjack.
Boom.
1-2. That's it.
Mega Man. FOB. I think this was probably like one of the hardest games FOB had to play in a very long time, but they still come on top.
They're 2v2.
12 and 1.
So high in number.
Goodness.
And Chaos Theory has a lot more games to go.
Look at Jack on the side. He's like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so used to it, right? 12 and 1. You gotta get used to it sometime.
You can never get used to it. You have to.
Oh yeah, that's
you have
true.
to pressure yourself a lot more for that 1v1. It's about time. That was a really cool about mirror match. We don't get that many same cards in 2v2 usually. And we said, okay, I think we were right on the money. Okay, lots of bomb tower, lots of cages. What do we do? Just poison it and then bring a lot of lava. Yes, we stay air, but when we have lava, we got to make sure the opponent's gonna bring lava too.
Yeah. So you saw how they use the spells, right? Like they had the lightning, they had the poison from time to time, and they held the lightning for the right time. They didn't want to use it on 2 units. Either get the Princess Tower on 2 units or just 3 units, and both of them utilize the lightning very, very well. Oh gosh, what a great day.
Continued with lots of offensive poison. The big moment came down when Chaos Theory had the Inferno down. Okay, first, when they bridge spam the lava, it's okay. Yeah, but if your Inferno, your attack goes so much further that you can't just have the Ewis spawn and get that mini stun onto the Inferno Dragon of Chaos Theory.
Yeah, this was, you know, when you did the question mark noise, when the Inferno Dragon from Chaos Theory was put down for that baby dragon early, I think that was a turning point. When that happened, and they, yeah, exactly as you were speaking, like they crossed the bridge, the Ewis didn't allow Chaos's Inferno Dragon to do anything, and that was the counter push coming from Fav, and that won the game. But here we go.
Jack, the master of hogs, the master of lots of cycles. Been using a lot of different decks: Royal Giant, Royal Hogs, Wall Breakers, Balloon Miner, Goblin Barrel Tesla.
Oh yeah, Goblin Barrel Tesla.
You have no idea what this guy's gonna do. And you also have Hog Rider, of course.
Yeah. Hog Rider Master versus Mortar Master. I want to see that matchup. The classic Hog versus the classic Mortar.
Yeah, Hog EQ. Hog EQ wins. Yeah. It depends on the player, of course, but it just does counter a lot of Mortar. Forces a lot of placements to be towards the center.
Yep.
And off center even from time to time. We will see. Bender today feels okay. But Jack, how's he feeling on that 1v1?
Been a while. We'll see. Let's hope that Jack is in shape. We know that Bender is having the blast. His team is having a blast. So we'll see if they'll be able to continue on that momentum. Because this is the last game for both these teams.
Best of 3. If Jack wins, Fav Gaming moves to the finals.
Game 1.
The first game of 1v1. Here we go. Jack versus Spencer.
Steel Goblins.
And the Miner cycle for Benzer. And a bomb tower.
Okay.
Right on Miner. Says, okay, I've got this in my hand.
Ooh, that signs.
Yes.
For that classic that I wanted, but you know, it's still possible for Jack to go back to the Hog. Just replace the Inferno Tower with the Bomb Tower, yeah?
And
We're
matchup.
getting it.
We have it, guys.
Oh my goodness, the legendary matchup that I wanted to see so bad.
The Bat's ready right after. So the Miner not going to do too much. About the same HP.
Oh gosh, we're finally getting to see this matchup.
Bad.
Yep.
Got one, and Spencer says, good game. I've said it. He knows it. The Mortar with the EQ.
You have
It's
to.
going to catch on to the tower, plus the Mortar oftentimes.
Yeah, unless Benzer puts it in the middle of the river.
Yep, so Benzer might just try changing the side to the right all of a sudden. Yes. Exactly.
Exactly. We've seen this deck so many times for both Jack and Benzer.
EQ. Even the zap.
Oh, he wants that Hog Rider swing to go in.
Jack, Benzer's super frustrated right now.
Yeah, he knows.
And says, this is not a cycle game for me.
Yeah, this matchup, he knows, Benzer knows it's hard. He's gonna try to play his best,
Yep.
but
Play your best. Look for the mistake of the opponent. It is a very super counter deck with the Earthquake. Oh, the Rascal timing, nice. Jack wanted that.
that EQ still goes in.
Get
Just gotta
Fireball.
fireball it.
Does not get all the bats. still okay.
Counter. Ah, the bomb tower reaches the miner. Oh, the range is disgusting.
Yeah, man, the damage with the Barbarian this time.
Nice EQ right. Perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly on the first tick. The motor just comes in towards the bridge. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no for Benzer.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, needs something else. That's why Ben's trying left and right all the time. Another fireball with an EQ. No motor,
Okay.
not going to spend it this
He
time.
held it. You can't allow Jack to cycle through, even though it is a very quick cycle.
That's why Benzer, for the moment, had about 2 elixir lead.
Yep.
For not using that motor.
All right. Well.
So how can he use this to his advantage?
Ooh, and the bomb tower placed one more square on top, just in case the motor is placed at the middle of the bridge. There, yeah, that's
good read, but EQ just at the same time. So earthquake damage always chipping in.
But you gotta know, Benzer is not that far behind. Only roughly like, yeah, Benzer's beating him now. And the EQ, the hog is pretty healthy though. The zap, 2 swings.
Man.
Oh, that one was big.
Yeah, the hog actually went really far before that motor came down.
Oh yeah, Jack is going all in on the defense because he knows a hog swing and an EQ.
Yeah, yes, we'll finish the game. Or even the next EQ will finish the game anyhow. So that's a big win for Jack. 1 game away from going into that finals.
All right.
Yeah, Benzer, if you bring your classic the favorite, you know this is going to be a likely matchup. But because Jack hasn't really been playing that many hogs recently,
understandable.
Yeah, just because of the meta. And there are lots of other decks. If it was an RG, Wall Breaker, I think Benzer could have been just okay.
Yeah. Even with the matchup as you speak, the Earthquake, right, the Hog, it's such a pretty good counter, just looking at the cards. But Benzer did a lot of chip damage to the bottom left, so like you said, if it was slightly different, or if Jack made a mistake, I think Benzer could have still had the game.
Yeah, but we're not going to see that.
Yeah.
We're not going to see those mistakes at this level of play.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how the Hog Rider got so far ahead already, and with the zap.
Yeah, the 2 swings, I think, already.
That's a nasty zap.
And you already know when, you know, Jack just puts the bomb tower next to the Princess Tower, he's like, all right, I'm going to just focus on defense because I know I already could get your Princess Tower down. And that was exactly correct.
Yeah, each Hog Rider 264.
Yeah.
And with EQ, that's about 400. A little more than 400. So with that HP left, Benzer pretty much knew that the game was over. Okay, the first game. Hard deck choice. Benzer had not just a slight favor, hard favorite. Game 2.
What if Benzer thinks, all right, Jack is going to change decks, so he's going to keep the same deck, and then Jack thinks the same thing.
No,
and
it's too risky.
You think so?
I think it's too risky.
All right, that's already something different.
Same goblins, but without the spear. So
Jack has the same card.
Tornado already used super early to activate the king. And gets more done with the miner.
You can tell that Benzer, he's not shaking his head. He's not feeling uncomfortable. The early game, the early king activation, the king tower activation is making him pretty stable for now.
And the Hog with the Valkyrie this time, just in case there's a quick wall breaker cycle.
Yep.
Yeah, good read from Jack too.
There we go, the wall breaker.
The bats and a good pull. Having a tornado is wonderful for Jack. I mean, for Benzer in this game. He's got to connect a lot of the minor damage, or at least 1, or if 2 of the wall breakers, that's going to be great in this game. But because of Valkyrie and the zap and archers,
even bar barrel if he needs.
Yeah.
All right, this one. Valkyrie, nice, nice, perfect placement.
2 spins. You don't need an extra spell for that. And an EQ.
Alright, and the bomb tower locks onto the Valkyrie, so the Hog Rider is going to stay fairly healthy, able to get that one swing in.
Still okay, with extra shot from the Archer too on the left. Not just the Valkyrie spin.
Alright.
Yeah, Benzer says time to focus.
Bar barrel zap, okay, perfect.
Yeah, not gonna have the Valkyrie this time.
And you even saw it in the VCR. Jack was like, alright, so first what I do with the Hog is
That actually doesn't, okay, with the King Tower activated, that's not as bad. It didn't pull Hog Rider all the way because of Valkyrie in the middle. Could have been another shot from Hog, which makes it worse for Benzer. 1,020 to go for Jack. 30 seconds.
Alright. Jack wants to do something. There we go. Rocket. He was saving it. It's pressure, pressure, pressure coming from Benzer. I think he has it down right now. He figured it out. He knows how to defend against the Hog now perfectly. Wallbreaker is just for baiting. It's the minor chip with the Rockets.
They got the barrel out. Hog Rider EQ. Yeah, no bomb tower saving another hit, but the zap. Allowing one more hit from the Hog Rider directly.
All right.
So 500 difference. That's more than a rocket. 550.
Yep. The moment that bomb tower goes down, Miner's gonna be sent. Ooh, Archer.
And down to the final tick here. One more EQ.
Hog.
Jack can finish it off at the same time. Who's going to be faster?
Cycle through. Throw. You have to throw a rocket.
And it's going to be with less elixir. Jack takes it back to back. 2-0 against Chaos Theory. They're going to the finals against OGN Entus next week. And Jack is going to bring it again for FOB Gaming along with Kensumeshi and Kita-shan. Also securing world final spot for FOB Gaming. Japan makes it in.
That was a crazy game. Benzer, literally, he was one step behind. Miner, a rocket, I think it would have been done, but the EQ, the zap, just quicker cycle coming in from Jack. And you saw him in the VCR, right, before we came
He's like,
here?
which camera? Which camera?
Yeah, which one?
This one.
This one.
We're number one.
Donnie right there as a fourth player. He didn't even need to do anything. All his teammates did it for him.
Sent all the energy to my teammates.
Yeah.
Chaos Theory came from the bottom, starting from the first match today all the way against FOB, but was not able to defeat the castle of FOB Gaming. Good sportsmanship.
You see them giving them the thumbs up in real life, not the emote.
Yeah, not the king emote.
Nope. But yeah, like you said, Chaos came a long way. They didn't have a great season. They didn't start off great in the playoffs, but they stepped up back-to-back, came up all the way to the last match, showed us a great match. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it, but still, props to Chaos.
Yep, FOB Gaming is going to finish up with that 2-0. 2v2 win, 1v1 win. Another 2-0 in the playoff. Seems almost unstoppable, but OGN from the other side of the group might be able to. So we do have a Korean, Japan versus Korea finals. It's been a long time because it was a lot of game win, a lot of opponents in the finals. But we finally have FOB Gaming now.
Yeah. You guys have to remember, last season, both OGN Entus and FOB Gaming, they didn't even have a chance. They were basically like somewhere at the bottom. It's like, oh yeah, it's FOB. But then whoever they go up against, they win, right? But this season, it changed. It all changed.
No, they weren't that bad.
I remember FOB was. FOB was.
Well, with the new coach, still the same roster.
Yeah.
But with the new coach and analysis, they're going to do major work. And right there at the center of your screen, OGN Entus versus FOB Gaming. And that's a best of 5, boys.
That's going to be exciting. I haven't seen a Korean team make it up here in a while.
It is the first time. It is the first time at FOB Gaming. Of course, also Kicks and Chaos Theory from Southeast Asia. They tried from both sides, left and right. Not going to be in the finals this time. So let's see what it comes down to. We're gonna have those teams going from Clash Royale League Asia to the World Finals at the end of the year. But we have to crown one team. There can only be one team at the end of the season. Who's it going to be? I do not know, but FOB Gaming looks really strong. At the same time, OG and Entus, after watching match yesterday, they can bring everything to the ground and make it work. It's going to be next Saturday, November 2nd, same time, same place at OG&E Stadium. Oh, it's even going to be in the bigger stadium. Best of 5, guys, so prepare for a lot more 1v1 matches to happen.
Definitely. But no, I'm worried for OGN, to be honest. FOB is so strong. Even during the regular season, they 2-0'd OGN twice. So OGN is 0-2 against FOB Gaming. But, like we say repeatedly, in the finals, in the playoffs, clean slate, just gotta play your game. And you know what the surprising thing is? Both of these teams from the previous season and this season, no player roster changes. They kept it the same. They just practiced a ton and they were able to make it to the finals.
I don't know why you're worried. OGN's got a great lineup, especially on 1v1.
I'm so worried.
FOB Gaming, they got Jack, but they have to get more players for 1v1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Of course,
but Kensumeshi does so well in King of the Hill.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it for a long time in 1v1 set series. That's what you have to go down. King of the Hill, it's just one game and you win. You just go off. Deck choice. 1v1, it is different. So different format in the finals. We have to see a lot more members. What it's going to come down to. Certainly, this final seems like the best 2 teams during the regular season. Certainly, going through the playoff made sense. Adapted quick to the new meta of October. And then they're going to go through to the finals. Final 2 teams, OG and Entus, FOB Gaming.
And you know what I want to say?
What?
Shout out to Simon because they're both from Group B.
Oh, yes,
oh,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Both from Group B. And, you know, it's going to be a great final.
Yeah, it is going to be a great final. There can't be any better final matchup. But it's coming down to the wire. We're done with the West. China is also having basically the last 2. I believe Nova and WED also made it to the finals. So we'll see. And also, right before the match, we have all-star match. So we're going to see all these names at the bottom right here, except for the 2 that made it to the finals because they have to play the actual best of 5 match. So except for, let's see. Except for...
Benzer? Is it Benzer and...
No, except for the 2 players who are actually playing on the finals. We're going to have all the players, and we have a lot of special matches. Like, we're going to have the crowd come in, selected crowd, to actually join in the 2v2 with the player on stage and play a match, like a special event match before we actually go to the finals, because it is just one best of 5. So we're going to prepare a lot of special matches for you guys. So make sure you guys tune in next Saturday, because we have a lot of different special, really, really special 2v2 with a player on stage. That's a dream come true for a lot of fans.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And
another reason to come to the venue next week.
Exactly, and this also on your screen, the offline event. You know what I want? I was looking through this. I was like, I want the silver P.E.K.K.A. statue. We get free popcorn, beverages.
Silver P.E.K.K.A. statue, the heavy one. Dancing goblin figure. Does the figure dance?
So for everyone at the first line, everybody gets that cheering tool,
Elixir bag,
t-shirt, popcorn, and beverages. That's just for enjoying the event. But everything else at the bottom, the raffle
Clash Royale cap. Wow, so many things for the raffle prize too. Offline event.
After getting all this, just become a Clash Royale YouTuber. You have
everything. Yeah, you gotta come down. You just get everything. Oh, it's a raffle. You have to win, of course, and just hang everything on the back of your wall, and then just create your own YouTube video right after. But you got to come down to the OG&E Stadium next week, guys. I don't know where you are right now. A week is enough time to come from North Pole, okay? Maybe not from the moon, but on Earth, anywhere is possible within a week. And if you come down, not 100%, but a lot popcorn and beverage, 100%.
Yeah.
There might be elixir drink again. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, the elixir drink.
Elixir drink. You got to try it. If you never drink elixirs, you don't know what it tastes like. I do. You do.
Yeah.
And you got to taste it. You don't know what it's like through the screen. You got to come to OG&E Stadium. It's like we're a salesperson,
I know.
man.
Watch there be an elixir pump, and then we get the drink from there.
Yes, they actually do have a pump.
That would be
like
the best.
a big pump, and then they just pour it out. It's same color with the elixir. So get hyped before the actual finals, best of 5. We have a lot of event matches, lots of prize to give out. So that's going to be next Saturday. But we're done with the playoff. The final 2 teams. Who's going to be the champion of Clash Royale League Asia Season 2 2019? That's going to be solved next week. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. See you guys in the grand finals.